Alright, hello and welcome back, everyone. Hello and welcome back. How are you all doing today? How's it going, Psychotic? How have you been? Hello and welcome to an attempt of Frostpunk 2 with all of the tails active. And hopefully this time we do better than, what was it, like 320 weeks? We did. It saves every 50 weeks. So we shall try this again. On the pit. With difficulty as hard as one can be, Captain. With our objective of building a metropolis. And all of the brand new tales, the newest update, on at the same time. Where the difficulty level of the game will increase significantly. Here we go! We try again. In we go! One more time. How's it going, Christian? How you doing today? Alright. Last thing we wanted to do, of course, was we want to be with laborers and merchants. So I want to see if we can win with this. We haven't played and won with this yet. Let's go. Let's go! Give it a try. Once more into the whiteout. Stuart! We begin. A difficult beginning. No, it is a different beginning. I read it right the first time. What am I talking about? A different beginning. Develop Metropolis. In a forgotten corner of the Frostlands, 3 separate peoples find an unclaimed generator and make it their common home. The laborers, factory workers, and manual laborers who learned you must toil together to survive. The merchants, traders, and shopkeepers, skilled in enterprise and bold ventures. And the mechanists. Oh, we're playing with mechanists. Nice. We've been playing with the forgers of late, whenever we got the random on it. There you go. And the mechanists. Descendants of people that built the initial cities and maintained their machinery. Together, they must choose. Together, they chose you to lead their city. Their dream to build. I can't read it all today. We're starting off hard. We're starting off on a hard mode. Oh my goodness. Their dream to develop a sprawling metropolis in this place. A safe haven for all humanity. Let's go. All the things are active. Build it. Alright. Welcome home, everyone. Ah, yes, good old Zelda Dictionary. We need to get some more emotes going. I need to sit down and get some drawing. And find a new artist to make my drawings look nicer. That's the 2 things I need to do. But I need to get on that Christian. I think we need to make like 7 more or something. Get like 7 more of them going. Alright. Tales from the Frostland. Before we can fulfill our ambition of building Metropolis, we need to end these tales. Depleted cores. Without cores, it is impossible to upgrade the generator, establish colonies, or build advanced buildings. You must find and repair the core factory as fast as possible to withstand increasingly devastating weather. This is absolutely critical. We gotta get that done. Super important. You've been saying that for years? I know, I've been saying it for years. I've been saying it for like 2.5 years, I think. Since the main artist that made all of these pretty emotes, all 5 of those, the artist that made my emotes look a lot nicer than my drawings, went dark. I haven't been able to get in contact with them, so I've been holding out hope, but I need to go just pick up a new artist. But they made some like absolutely top tier improvements on my work, so you know. Apocalyptic Whiteout. Gather stockpiles of resources and improve your city's ability to raise temperature levels. The Apocalyptic Whiteout has the potential to damage many districts and cause many deaths. And Beacon of Hope. Build the beacon outpost and prepare to receive the waves of refugees that will flock to it. Be aware, there will be many sick and injured among each wave. We will overcome all challenges. We're gonna do them all. Gonna do all of them. Late? He's late! I know I'm late. I'm late, Straw. I was setting up, I was trying to make sure that the audio sounds right. I think I have audio, I think I have my voice where it's supposed to be, even though it's down like 3 decibels. What the default setting was before. So my microphone suddenly got way more sensitive even though I didn't increase the gain on it. I don't understand. This microphone's been weird and wonky for the last 3 years. I've had it for 5 or 6. I've had it for a while now. It's being wonky. It happens if I ever unplug it and then plug it back in, it like resets its settings differently. Or who knows why. Don't remember how loud you are normally, but you seem fine to me now, or however you keep it. Yeah, I knocked myself down 3 decibels. Usually, OBS is at a 0 decibel decrease. So I had to, like, massively decrease my volume. Like, I went from no adjustments to, yeah, make them a lot quieter. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let us get started. So, the mechanists, we haven't played with the mechanists in ages. What are these guys? These guys care about progress. So we have progress, merit, and equality are the ones we're playing with. I'm used to having someone with adaptability because adaptability is one of my like go-tos that I always love having. But I also tend to do progress, and I also tend to do merit, I think. I definitely do merit for sure. I think I do progress. Maybe I flip-flop back and forth between progress and tradition. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what kinds of technologies we go for, but this means you don't have anyone for adaptability, so that's going to be interesting. See how that goes. All right, let's get started here. First things first, we got so many people that are cold. Let's go reorient ourselves here. Better setup. We got a lot of cold people. We need to get them warmed up as quick as we can. We need to unlock food. We need to unlock these prefabs over here. We're going to unlock these prefabs because we're not going to be making prefabs for at least a moment. We're going to unlock food. We come down here and unlock. Oh, there we go. Click, click, click. We go and unlock coal, and that's going to be 2 going that way. We need to unlock materials as well. We could skip these and go for these instead. Still the same old frozen forest, no different, really. If we wanted. But I think I'm going to still have us build over here. We'll break here, and then we're going to break a second time. Do another round of breaking here. Because we're going to want to get an industrial park in here, too. And then I think that's it for the moment here. The rest of these are going to go to housing. And then we're going to need to go and borrow money immediately. We're going to go and borrow money immediately from, like, everything and everyone. So go do that. So grab you. You. How many more can we do? We can still do a few more. We're going to need a lot. We get only 20 per, so we need 6 currently to house everyone. When we expand them, we get an extra 5, so long as we can get like 4 going, that'd be ideal. Let's go ahead and frost break a little bit more around the generator here. And can we get 1 more? All right. Everyone's super busy. We're not building any infrastructure yet, other than housing. We're breaking a whole bunch of the frost land, and then we'll start building facilities once we borrow the heat stamps from everyone here. Let's let some time go by. Why did you stop your RimWorld playthrough? You probably could have finished the run before the update is fully out. I decided that we've been playing RimWorld for 5 months. About time we shake things up for a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait until the new update comes out, and then we'll jump into another playthrough. So we're gonna wait until that's done. Especially since a handful of mods are going to be like incorporated in the new one. Like there's going to be a lot of quality of life upgrades. It's also going to allow for multi-threading, which means that we could probably deal with bigger and crazier raids, right? When those happen. So I'm like super excited with like the stuff that's being added. So much so I'm happy to jump onto other games we had in our backlog and get those done for a little bit. We'll be back to RimWorld. Don't you worry. We still have plenty of DLCs to play with, and the newest one as well. It's coming out shortly. Alright. This is the last one of these we can build right now. Or is it? No, we can do one more. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be almost everyone. We want to get people nice and warm as soon as we can here. But the rest of everything we're going to borrow, because we're going to borrow a whole bunch of money from everyone here, is going to have to go towards necessities. Alright, so we already need to start borrowing. So we're going to borrow from the laborers immediately. We're going to borrow from these guys. We're going to stagger them as we need them and not do them all up at once. The biggest reason for that is while I will still have the same amount of trust decrease, I'll be able to then stagger back into them later as we need just a few. Which should save us running into trouble later on. I feel as though just asking for all of them at the very start might have been a mistake last time. So we'll do that. How's it going, Hunter? How are you doing today? Be careful if you find valuable things in the cross. It's true. We do. Alright. Let's go and get some important stuff going. We need a prefab factory set up here. Let's get that started. We need a extraction here for materials. And I really only care about grabbing these. And we can get the other ones later. But this way we only have one factory that's able to just grab the majority of them, which I think is important. Oops, that's not what I want. Not hubs. An industrial park. We're going to put an industrial park right next to them. Food, we need more prefabs. A lot of prefabs. Okay, we've got enough food for how long? We got 36 weeks of food, so we can hold off until we get more prefabs starting to build up. And that's what this industrial park and the extraction over here is going to be used for. We only have 15 weeks until we're out of coal. So that's going to be an important one. So that's next over here. What do we need for extraction? Only 150. Okay, that's better. Food's 200 prefabs. That's crazy. All right, we just need 150, so we'll get there. The looming cold problems in the city. As the cold problem in the city continues to worsen, we must take action to protect our citizens. In these harsh conditions, people need a roof over their heads and enough heat to warm their homes. Is the generator powerful enough to heat the city? We'll need to extract more fuel. If our current methods aren't enough, we should consider alternatives. Don't you worry, we're already building enough houses for literally almost everyone. Only 11 population worth of people are going to be in the cold for the moment. It's fine. And we'll expand on that later. Yeah, we're going to need more heat stamps too. So we'll borrow some more heat stamps once we have more prefabs. There's no reason for us to do that until we have the prefabs. We need 50 for this, and we need 150 for this, and we need 200 for that. It's going to be a bit before we have all the prefabs we need. But at least this way, less people are going to be freezing to death, which means we're going to have more of a working population, because they're not going to be dying off too soon, right? How's it going, you boy? How are you doing today? Good to see you again. Welcome back. All right, we can increase speed a little bit here as we let them finish up the buildings. There we go. We're actually making a positive... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, wow, we're making a positive amount of materials. Pretty cool. Never mind, not anymore. All right, we're making 10 prefabs a week from this, and we're making 15 from here. So we're making a decent number of prefabs. So 15, 25 in total. So we should be getting this up and running. Coal, again, is priority 1, since we're going to be out of coal, and when we're out of coal, we just start freezing to death, and that's just the way it goes. There it is. Wait a second there. Extraction facility. Get that going. So we got 2 weeks, and it's going to take... How long does it take to build this bad boy? Doesn't say. It's probably like a week. So we'll probably just barely get it done in time. Probably barely get it done in time. But right now we're going to focus on prefabs, and eventually we're going to swap over prefabs to goods. So when we switch over to goods, then we'll start getting more heat stamps. Because our heat stamp at a minus 4.8 because of a lack of goods. But we want to make sure we get enough to start up food production. Either that or get another house going. Nope, we're completely out of fuel. So it takes 3 weeks to build. That's a bummer. Keep the warmth, district temperature. It's fine. It's only minus 20 degrees C. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Stuart, we've received multiple complaints from citizens that your districts have grown colder of late. Everyone keeps telling me, everyone keeps coming to me to complain. But there ain't much I could do. Last I checked, it's the steward who's supposed to keep us warm, complained a furnace technician. The cold is a serious concern for our citizens. Yeah, we'll keep it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll deal with it. Yeah, just wait a second. We just need more coal. We're currently not. We don't have any. We don't have any fuel. Give us a second. We'll have up around in like 3 days. You're just gonna have to essentially freeze to death for 3 days. It's fine. Everyone's got a house to hide in. It's only chilly too. What are you talking about? It's not even that cold. Oh wait. Okay. It's because we just turned it back on. We turn it off. No, even when you turn it off, everyone's only chilly. It's not even that cold. Come on. That's livable. Occasionally get ill. That's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. We don't have enough full output to heat people up past this, though. So that's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and we'll just expand this, which will increase our output by an extra 40. So it'll give us a little bit more heat. So we are going to be in trouble in about 15 weeks here. On week 40, or 25 weeks here. Week 40 is going to get too cold for us. So we'll just leave it at livable. Knock you guys down. Everything will be chilly for a minute. It's fine. So we've got plenty of temperature. We can definitely bring that up. Okay. All right. If we can get one more housing district up, we'd have everyone housed. Food, again, we still have 29 weeks, so we don't really have to worry about that quite yet. But prefabs are the thing we're waiting on. So until we get more prefabs, we kind of have to just twiddle our thumbs here. And the heat stamps are going to need to get over and unlock this here so we can get out to the Frostlands as quick as we can. But we need more prefabs to build the logistics hub anyway. It's 200 to build it. So we will be borrowing more heat stamps soon. But we'll get there. Gotta wait. Now let's go to speed 2. Let time pass on by. Okay, we have an extra 30 coal right now. Let's increase our heating output here. So now we have less chilly people. It's still not enough, though. We need even more coal. It's going to get colder, so we're going to have problems in a moment. We've got one sick person already. Okay, we need heat stamps. So we're going to raise funds from the mechanists here. We're going to get started with a research institute so we can start getting some research underway. If we don't do that, we're going to freeze for sure. And we're going to need to go and raise some funds from the merchants as well, knocking our... unfortunately, knocking down our trust even further here. But it must be done if we want to survive. Because we need to go and unlock this. Okay. Now it's just prefabs. We just need to produce prefabs. We'll get another house in here soon. Or we can expand 3 of these districts. That would work as well. Time to research the idea tree. Ideas move us forward.
For identification and preservation.
So housing installation we definitely want to do down the line, but I don't think it's something we're going to run for right now because it costs us 100 or like 50 heat stamps and 50 prefabs per upgrade. So it's just not something we're going to be playing with. Heat dispatch we'll skip on. Heat utilization we need to do pretty soon, but we can't do that yet. No community in the city will research this topic. Oh, we need adaptability for this. We don't have an adaptability group. That's not good. that might be bad. We definitely want to go and get factories online as soon as we can here. And the mechanical factory looks... Oh, geez, it's cold. I don't like that. They both have negative temperatures. It is better than the other option, but we're going to hold off until we get someone else with better ideas. The scout... We definitely need scouting headquarters. Brings down exploration time. We don't have anyone that's doing anything special, so we might want to hold off on that too, at least for the moment. Housing block. We have subsidized and dense housing, so we can at least do dense housing, so that's good. We definitely want to research this, because that's going to solve that problem, but it'll increase illness. So we are going to want hospitals as well, and everyone here just wants normal hospitals, which is not what I'm curious. I don't really want normal hospitals. So let's go for coal mines, and instead of the blasting coal mine, which, yeah, we get a lot out of it, we get just so much squalor, it's crazy. We can do shaft coal mines instead. I would like the other version. I use adaptability a lot in our normal runs, so this is going to be interesting. Being forced to play without adaptability here. We should also go and get some laws being passed. I mean, it's an additional 90 coal that we get out of this. And it requires less workforce. It creates a lot of squalor, which is going to be a problem, because we don't have any way to get rid of squalor, and it's going to slowly build up and be an issue. So we'll have to get filtration online sooner than normal if we did that. We'll have to get these filtration towers online. Event towers. Oh my goodness, -1 temperature. Ugh. Is what it is. And again, it is efficient. Not as many people. But it's good. We do like that. Alright, well, let's get the blast coal mine going, because if we don't have coal, we die, right? And it's, man. Yeah, we need it, though. I don't want to pull the trigger on it. We need it, though. It's going to get cold in, what is it, like 20 days or something? So we need to do it. I got to do coal mines. If we don't do coal mines, we have to do some sort of insulation or heat distribution or something. If we don't do a coal mine upgrade. So we got to get this done. Because in 19 weeks, it's going to get colder. In 17 weeks, we'll have this researched, and it should take us 3-ish weeks to build the thing. So, yeah, that's the way it's going to have to be. It's the way it's going to have to be. We need to go and get the council built now. Alright, we have to be very, very careful with the rest of our heat stamp usage, because we're not going to get any more. We've borrowed as much as we can. But we still have 24 weeks of food, and I think we're just going to ignore food for a little bit longer. I think we're going to focus on getting logistics online next. And then we'll focus on getting the coal mine online. And that's going to be essentially it. Once we have enough prefabs, we'll start getting goods going to ramp this up. But we kind of pushed our early start as hard as we can. That's about all we can do. Maybe sign adaptation laws so the faction will spawn faster? Maybe. Yeah, we should look at that. Well, first things first, let's take a look at the council. What do we have to choose from? What is it do we want? What laws shall be passed? Proposed law. Alright, let's see here. We can do food additives. The foraged additives is always great. It's always a good one. Goods. Goods is also another one we really want. We definitely want to go with durable goods. Reduces our demand, which makes it easier to fulfill what we need. Basic necessities, trust, or paid essentials. Paid essentials is always nice, because then we end up getting more money. Surplus heat, same thing. We can have excess heat give us money, but we'll probably go for the heated commons again. It's just really good. Although we might not need it. We're already way ahead of heating needs. We just need one more housing district, and we've solved all of our housing requirements. We'll probably go for the harvesting again. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get food additives first, because we currently have zero... we have zero food production, so any food production is good. It delays the inevitable, right? Delays the inevitable. So let's go ahead and let's bring in the council. Bring in the chat council. 15 viewers are chosen to vote. You may vote yay or nay on allowing us to have foraged additives. Only natural, foraged ingredients may be added to food. We will train people to forage for these in the Frostlands. Otherwise, the other option is putting chemicals in your stuff, which, you know, makes people not so happy. I think it increases, like, illness. Who's predominantly against this? The machinists and the laborers are both against this. The laborers are a larger group. What could I have them do? We could do the heat pipe watch to convince them. Or the merchants are only on... No, the merchants are 23. Never mind. The merchants want dense housing blocking researched. I am 100% on board for that. That's going to be like our next priority, I think. We're going to want to get that researched. Even if we don't build them yet, researching that pretty soon is going to be good. Alright. We're going to hope for the best with the remaining 8 votes that we need. Let's go. Begin the vote. Wizard and carcinogen are on our side. Voting for. Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice.
Hear ye. The proposed law has been approved.
Excellent. Alright. Food additive, foraged additives is going up, which gives us an extra free 16 food generated. So that's already given us, I think, an extra 2 weeks. I think we were down to 19 at the time. So it's given us 2 extra weeks of our stockpile lasting out before we run out. That's good. That's really good. To feed everyone, we need only our hands and brains. It's true. We can get it done. What do you forge from ice and snow? Are they insane? It's a listen. It's fine. It's an algae smoothie. It's delicious. it's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. We can go ahead and get our logistics hub online. So let's get that rolling. So we can go ahead and run out into the Frostlands. And then next, we need to keep an eye out for when we can get a food district online, which we're down 1 sick individual to actually build it. We need more population already. And B, we need 150 more prefabs to get that going as well. If we end up in a situation where we're stuck and we can't build new infrastructure because we don't have enough workers, we're gonna start. We'll start insulating these sections. We'll go get the insulation research done. We'll start insulating these. So we use less heat for them, less fuel to heat up each. We'll do that if needed. Alright, I think we're producing enough. Let's switch over to making goods. Which gives us 2 more heat stamps per week. That's huge. It's a 33% increase in income. That's massive. Definitely need that. We have 30 weeks left of producing this. That's good. Alright, we only have 15 people that can go out here at the moment to go and search for in the Frostlands, at least for right now. This is for coal, that's for oil, that's for food, but it's too many people needed. So we're going to go up here for coal. Go up there. Get coal unlocked if we can. But we're going to need to get more people out there. So we need more workers. We need more population. So we need to make sure that people are happy, it's warm enough, so people are willing to actually keep increasing our population. We're at 66% of the way to a population boom, which gives us an extra, like, 1,000 workers or something. Okay, we've just had 8 sick people pop up. Ugh, alright, let's go ahead and let's get another vote in here. Goods. Let's go for durable goods, because again, this should increase the amount of income we're making. Right? So let's go ahead and let's get durable goods going. Let's bring in the chat council. Let's negotiate. Who wants to negotiate? The merchants, we already have a thing set up with them. We can't get a new one going. Laborers, have you changed your terms? You haven't. You also want us to enact the heat pipe watch, which I'm tempted to do. I'm tempted to do that. Increases heat in housing districts by 1. That'll help as the cold pops up here soon. The only other option we'd have would be trying to get these guys on board, which they want a sawmill, which is none of these things are ones we need to do right now. All right, let's go and see. Let's get the laborers on our side. We'll get the heat pipe watch. Set that up. All right, and we're gonna need another 6 votes. Time to vote. Carcinogen and Wizard are on board again. We're making proper goods. We're not making, you know. Ah, yes, my washing machine lasted 6 months before it broke.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
Oh, no, we're building goods that last a lifetime. We're 4. We're 4. All right, and with that, how are we doing on food? We've got 12 more weeks till food's an issue. I'd like to get another housing district online, because that's just going to solve all of our freezing problems here. Can I not click there? I can click here, okay. We're gonna get that last district online here. And we'll get food district going once we have a population boom. This way, everyone's going to be warm-ish. At least everyone's going to be housed, right? It's going to get colder, but everyone will at least be housed. We'll at least have that covered. Production will slow if we make goods like this? What do you mean? It will also last forever. Emergency council session. We are not doing an emergency council session. We have low enough trust as is. People do not like us right now. We need to hold off on emergency council sessions for as long as we possibly can. They're no good for us. All right, so we've got 24 weeks until we're out of materials. We've got 9 weeks until we're out of food entirely. The blasting coal mine has been researched. Excellent. We can't build it yet. Oh, yeah, we can. That's right, because we only need 300 people because we didn't go with the thing that required 400. Nice. Right, with the blasting coal mine online, we'll be able to produce enough power to keep everyone warm here. I don't have enough heat stamps to do more research right now, which is sad, but we're just going to have to do that because it's going to get colder here in a minute. So we have to get the coal mine online. We got to do it. We can't just pick up coal with our bare hands. All right, everyone has housing, and we have 9 spare housing. Woof! It's a little chilly. It's actually cold right now, which is no good. We shouldn't have anyone dying from the cold because everyone's housed, but it's not good. Definitely not good. Again, oh, we just got the coal. Coal just came in. We just finished the coal mine. All right. Full coal output. Oh, we can't. We have to wait until the stockpile empties out here. And then we can find out what our leveling is. There we go. Fully leveled. Okay. We're still predominantly dealing with chili, which is not great. So we're still not producing enough coal to get this one going. Really. That's not ideal. Alright, well, one person's job site is cold, everyone else is just chilly. But again, it's going to get worse in a moment here. So we're going to have to keep an eye out for this. Let's go ahead and let's get more research done. The insulation is what I'd like to do, but we can't do any of this advanced stuff because it requires those cores, and we're not going to have cores for a very long time. A very long time before we get that unlocked. Worker shifts, factories, sawmill. We don't really have any more population to spare right now. And how long do we have until we have to do the housing block? 22 weeks. As long as we stay on top of research, we should be able to do it. How long does it take to research this? 17 weeks, that's right, because we haven't upgraded it yet. Okay. We will have to research the dense housing block now to fulfill the request. We'll have to do that. Make them like us more, or else, of course, we get kicked out of our position as get kicked out of our job. We'll go for insulation next, but at least this way we'll have a quick and easy way to increase housing going forward. But we need to do insulation, and we need to get hospitals online soon here. We also need to get food, because we're going to starve in a minute. Actually, yeah, we're going to start starving in a minute here. We need 40 heat stamps. Get back on prefabs. What is that icon? Oh, it's showing us we're starting to deplete it, yeah. We've only got 17 weeks of prefabs left.
Do not succumb to wasteful fashion.
Okay.
A well-made coat is always in style.
It's true, a well-made coat is always in style. Alright, we gotta hold out a little bit longer here. We'll find some coal. But we need to go and find some food soon, because everyone's gonna start starving in a minute here. 5 days until we're out of food. Alright, we can pass a new law. Alright, so that's good. Community service, they want us to do pipes. Exploration times decreased. We make some prefabs. We have a little bit of time before this, so we can vote something else in first. Contagion protocol. Basic necessities. Surplus heat. Those are all good. Society, I kind of want to do some funeral stuff sooner than childhood. Basic necessities increases our efficiency and gives us heat stamps. I think we need to go for paid essentials right now and not free essentials. And the reason being is this will give us more coal, more food, more heat stamps, like just more everything. And then we'll have to play with contagion next. And I think we'll go with the supported quarantine. is what we'll do. As it'll increase the demand for shelter, we can just put down one dense housing block, and that should solve it. And the significantly decreased disease should offset the housing that we need to do. So we'll come back to this one later. We're going to do paid essentials. Let's bring in the chat council. The council of chat. We only have the one group here. Okay, there's 12 of them that we could try and convince. They want us to make another mine. Oof, I don't know about that. Research the actuated heat dispensers would be nice. Heated homes just don't have the ability to do that. We can't heat it. We'll promise to build another blasting mine. It would be nice to have. We're going to need more population, but we'll try and fulfill this. We'll try and fulfill that. I think we can try and get that done. Alright. Let's put it to a vote. We only need 4 people on our side. Wizard, no! Wizard, why? Oh, come on. One more.
Hear ye,
Oh, Wizard.
hear ye, the
Wizard, why?
have spoken. The law is tabled.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, nope. Rejected. We don't pull in more efficiency. We don't get more heat stamps. It's going to take us longer to get things online. Luckily, we are going to have a population explosion in a second here, so we are going to need to go get housing. Luckily, we've got the dense housing block already online, or already in the pipe. All right, we are starving, officially starving. We got 1,199 more people, giving us 800 and change individuals. Exactly when we ended up getting enough to be able to make ourselves a food-producing setup here. So we can finally get a food district online. Perfect. Bringing us at like 5 and 5. Yikes. The city grows! Stuart, a new count has revealed significant growth in our population in recent weeks. Nice. That's what we need. Alright, we got good news, I hope. Whoa! Massive news! Look at this! 4 locations, 4 things. A crashed wagon. Showing us the direction for materials, which is down here. It's not too important. We don't care too much about that. Successful hunters. There's a food source up this way. Nice, good to know. We'll probably go grab that in a second here. Oh, the factory's up here this time. The IEC core factory. It has been found. Maybe it probably just gets thrown into whichever place you search first. And then coal, which we connect with the trail, we can start pulling in 400 coal. Which, I don't know if that matters right now. Yeah, no, we're not outputting our full 750 yet, so we can definitely output more. We only have 57 weeks until we're out of coal, though. We're gonna need people to help us out with this, and that takes up what? I think that takes up 10 people. Get that job done. We're gonna need the coal, though. It's gonna get colder here in a moment, so we need to go and connect. I don't have the heat stamps to even connect. Okay, we'll have to explore then. Let's go and explore for food. Food, prefabs, and materials. Holy moly, get over there. That's massive. Yeah, get on that immediately. Okay. Keep it up. I'm going to swap back over to goods. Alright, we're still only making 8 a week, sadly. I'd like to be making more, but we'll take it. We need another 5. If we had 50 heat stamps, 50 prefabs, we can get on that, but not yet. Alright, we're just going to have to wait it out a little longer. Just wait it out a bit longer here. Let some time pass. Saving. A lot of people getting cold. Beacon outpost not constructed. We're losing faith because of that. That's fine. We're going to wait until we're in trouble. And then we'll build the beacon. Once people lose faith in us entirely. Because it's a great faith rebuilder. And we're going to be pushing these people's faith in the first place. Oh, 2 weeks we can beg for more money. Excellent. Everyone's going to hate us in 2 weeks. Hey, I'm going to need like all the money you've got. Sorry. Thanks. Oh, we're at minus 14 on housing right now, so we are going to need to get that sorted. Which again, one dense housing block should get that going. So we're going to see if the merchants will want us to actually build one after we finish researching. Is the hope, at least. What do we need to do to get another... I don't have the people. I would like to get another research post in here, another research station, so we can actually research this faster. But we need 400 people. We're already struggling with population again. Looking for trouble. We're having tension problems with children. We'll sort out children's stuff later. We almost have the 50 heat stamps we need. Okay, we're finally making some food. We're only making 30 because of how cold it is, though. Means we're gonna have to make something else colder. We're gonna make this factory colder so we can make this factory warmer. So we're up at 50 again. There we go. We're not producing nearly enough food, but at least we're getting something here. So there's hunger, but it's not starvation yet. So we produce more. We just need... Once we can buy more heat stamps from people, that'll be great. So I guess we do go back to prefab, since we're going to be able to borrow... we're going to be able to borrow that again. Let's go ahead and let's expand this outpost here. Or logistics. Because then we can go and do a little more research. Council gridlock. Stuart, a law you proposed had failed to garner enough votes in the council to come into force. In critical situations, such as gridlock, which delayed life-saving measures, could put the city in grave danger. See about going and doing guided voting. We can think about that. I don't want to do it quite yet. We're gonna have to do the heat pipe watch next, though. We're gonna have to enact that next. We should have plenty of votes for it, because the laborers really want that. Which will be good. It'll increase our heat, and it should reduce the amount of illness we're getting here. But our illnesses, our sick and injured is starting to really rise. We're losing a lot of population here, or workable population, because they're getting sick. So we're gonna need to go do that next. Yeah, we already have 45 people that want to vote for it. We can't negotiate with anyone, so it's gonna be a shot in the dark. We're to hope for the best. Let's go ahead and bring in the chat here, just in case chat wishes to vote. We just need 6 votes on our side. That's all we need. 6 votes and we've got it. And then that'll give us extra heat. So everyone gets more heat in their houses. That'll be good. No one? No one wants to vote? Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll pass it through as is for now. Because people are probably getting some snacks. Getting the first hour of the stream. Come on. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Like, when it hangs like that, it gets me so nervous. Alright. Nice. The laborers are happy. Their trust rises. Temperature goes up, which now makes it look like everything here is livable, which is grand. So now we have more livable territory here. Less people are going to get sick. People are going to be happier. We still need more housing.
People of the city, your council has voted.
So we're doing well there. Come on. We just need to go and get ourselves the dense housing block. Which will probably chuck like here. Good to go. Alright, dense housing has been researched. Merchants are happy. Trust has gone back up.
Has proposed a new idea.
Now we need more money, which as you can see now, we're down 5.1 heat stamps because we aren't making enough goods. So we really need to get goods up. We got to get these numbers evened out a bit more here. So the laborers, we're going to go ahead and raise funding from them. They're going to hate us for it, but we want the money, because we need the money. With that, we can go ahead and get some research here. Housing distribution. We can do mandatory crowding, or we can do merit-based. Mandatory crowding, people hate being crowded. And merit-based makes us more money. So I think we'll go merit-based housing. Maintenance duty, what does this do? All do maintenance, massively reduce squalor. Wow. Or unproductive do maintenance, in which we reduce squalor a bit and we get efficiency a bit. I still think I'd prefer unproductive do maintenance, as it brings up efficiency. Being able to produce more is just going to make life easier for us. We need hospitals soon, though. We can only make normal, nothing special hospitals. I'm really not a fan of right now. So policies to increase efficiency, I think, is going to be better for us. Another thing we're going to need is we're going to need hubs. We can get medical hubs in here. They don't cost much. It's only 100 people per medical hub. We also definitely need communication hubs unlocked at some point as well, so we can keep trust up. Fighting hubs for tension. We don't really need those. Not yet, at least. Housing installation will be nice, but I don't want to do it yet. I want to hold off a little longer. Yeah, so let's do distribution. Let's do housing distribution. It'll increase the amount of housing that we have by 10%, which should house most of the people that we have. Plus, it'll give us some more heat stamps. So let's go research that. Actually, wait a second. Cancel this. How do we cancel this? This one. Cancel. Cancel that for a second. Hold on. Merchants. I can raise funds from you in 9 weeks, because we staggered it. Make a promise. You want workers' dormitory. Build a dense housing. You got it. Machinists. I can't make a promise. Because we need to do the blast mine. That's right. Which we can do right now, actually. We have what we need for that. Actually, before we do that, honestly. we don't have enough workers. Darn it. Okay. We need 50 people for you. And we need... Oh, man, we need 300 people. We need more people. We're almost out of prefabs, so I guess we can pull the prefab people out and have them work on blast mining instead for us. Let's do dense housing at least. Get that started. That'll make them happier, and we'll have all of our housing solved and sorted for an age, which should allow us to keep getting population up. Yeah, I really want to do housing distribution. More money means we can get things going faster. So we'll work on that next. And then we need to work on heat-related things after this. We'll have to get insulation going. Maybe we do factories instead. Oh my goodness. The struggles. Alright, yeah, so we're getting that done. It's fine. Let time go by. We're gonna need more people. We need more people. What we can do is we have 10 people. So we can go and make this path here. That's the beacon. Oh, that's right. We can't connect from here. We need to connect. Oh, jeez. All right. Everyone who's hanging out at home then is going to have to do some frost breaking. Oh, we can't afford to frost break though right now. What can I do? Alright, we're going to shut this down for a second. We've only got 2 weeks of this left anyway. So we're going to turn this off so this gives us everyone here. We're going to have everyone help us with doing frost breaking. I need us to do frost breaking. And I guess we could then have... Oop, not extract. I guess we can then go for another blast mine. Which will give us enough. So we can get that started. So that's good. We can at least get that going. So we'll have enough coal so everyone can stay warm as it gets colder. Because it's going to get colder here. We're going to need to upgrade insulation soon. And we're going to have to deal with the squalor soon too. So we'll do unproductive maintenance coming up here in a bit. Some people have died. That is not good.
Please visit your local administrative office.
Oh, if they just held on a little longer, we almost had the houses to keep them nice and happy warm here. Beacon outpost still not constructed. People are unhappy with that. That's fine. We'll get there. I can raise funds in 7 weeks. Okay. 7 weeks we can get some more money. We just need 7 weeks. All right. The merchants are happy. We built what we said we were going to build. Everyone is now housed again. Perfect. The blast coal mine is now being worked on, so we almost have that one done, making them happy. There we go. Machines are happy. We're keeping people happy. Here we go. Zato, you have a question? Should a shovel be used as a spoon in a pinch? I would say a trowel should be used as a spoon in a pinch, but a shovel feels too big. Like a garden trowel, yeah, definitely. But a shovel? It's too big. Unless it's like a child's shovel that goes with like a beach pail. It's like a tiny one. That seems crazy. Alright, we need to continue to shovel the snow. Is that because of heat stamps? Because of heat stamps. Okay, we'll hold off. We'll do some more when we can. We'll turn this on to whatever low efficiency it ends up being. We're now producing excess coal here. So what we need to do is increase the standard of heat here for everyone. So now we have significantly less cold people. For the moment, that is. Yeah, if we do that, we can't. We can do this much, and that keeps us perfectly on it with a stagnant amount of incoming coal, which is wild. We don't have enough to go and get all of our districts up, but this at least will stop getting more people sick. So this will give us some time to let the sick and injured heal. So that's good. We're gonna have to deal with crime soon. Squalor, disease is becoming a problem. We're gonna have to start dealing with some of these. But until we can go and demand and get some more funds here. If we had more guards, we could demand funds. Whoa. More money. And we can't do that until we have plenty of trust. We can't demand funds until later. Yeah, right now we're just floating. I think I'd rather have this be a little chilly, and us at least starting to stockpile a smidgen of coal. 233 weeks until we have a full stockpile. I'd rather us have a full stockpile. If we can. We also should make some hubs, because they decrease the demand of workers while giving us more storage. Should be nice. But food's now becoming a problem. It's now a noticeable amount of hunger. People are realizing they're only eating 2 meals a day. It's not good. People have noticed. Uh-oh. That's bad. Feral children. Yes, we need to go deal with that problem. We'll take care of it. Yep, 5 children die in a rumble. It's not good, but that's the way it is if you don't put that law into effect early on. The infinite steps have been searched. What have we found in the infinite steps? We found a snow dome. What is this? Our scouts discovered a nearly invisible dome of snow after one crashed into its wall with a sledge. Okay, nice. So, after making a small tunnel, we entered an enclosed clearing. The light of their lamps threw strange shadows against the dome's dark interior. We found house frames and scaffolding here, ready for construction. But it seems the intended residents never arrived. We can either take the components or pulp them into raw materials. Prefabs or material? Material would be really nice to have. But, yeah, because it's creating squalor since we don't have it. Is it affecting this at all? No, we're fine here. Gracious. Injuries. We don't need the materials yet, so we're going to take the prefabs because we're not going to be able to extract prefabs in a moment here. So we're going to go grab those instead. So grab those. And then we found Last Hunt. Our scouts came across a convoy of wagons loaded with hunted reindeer. Hunters were pleased with their catch, though they admitted that it'll be their last. There are only young bulls and pregnant calves left. No impressive antlers to hang on the walls. All right. They're willing to give us some meat, so we'll definitely go do that. We'll go take the food, because we're very low on that. Nice. Transport convoy. Interesting. So it's 5 on each of those right now. We don't have the heat stamps to expand this yet. That trail. Not until we get fully connected here. Oh, it's not we're almost out. We are out. Let's go ahead and dismantle this. That prefab extraction site is done. There's nothing else for us here. I would like to get over to the next one, but for right now, we're going to focus on getting food and housing and everything sorted. We do have 10 people that can do more exploring, so hold on. See, is there any places we can go and explore? We said there was food over here, but I need a place that a group of 10 people can hunt. Here we go. 10 people to the plains, see if we can find more food. We can keep finding food in the Frostlands for now, just to keep us afloat. That'd be ideal. Bring in massive hauls at a time. How much are we getting for this? 38 heat stamps, 120 prefabs, dang. Alright, we're gonna have a lot of prefabs, this is good. We'll go back to goods production then. There we go. This is a lot more income. That's what we needed. We need that income. Growing hunger. People are noticing. That's okay. People will have their bellies full in 2 days here. 2 days that'll be solved, because we're bringing in that hunted catch. There we go. We have 29 weeks until food's problem again. We got a whole bunch of prefabs. Good. All right, is there anywhere else we can send 10 people to search? We can do 10 up here. This is searching the area for what we need, and this is searching for prefabs and materials. Let's go and just do the regular search. Hope for the best. All right. It's gonna get colder again in another 12 weeks here, so we really need to sort ourselves out temperature-wise. We are stockpiling more and more coal right now, which is good. We can go full neutral here. We're still producing a little bit of extra coal. Everyone is now nice and warm, at least until we expand further. Keep expanding. Okay, one more of those, and we're good to go. Can I borrow money yet? 2 days. 2 days we can have some money. That's what we need. We need that money. What is this? Crime in the city is getting rampant? Yeah, we have to sort that out. Crime is a problem in our city and continues to worsen. Scarcity of food's causing problems too. Alright, time to pass some laws. We need to go and deal with children. We can go with children help or mandatory schools, which increases research, which is nice, but I'd rather apprenticeship. I'd rather we get apprenticeship going. Who's most hesitant here? That would be the laborers. What do they want? They want us to do maintenance. Ugh. I mean, we can, but I'd rather get efficiency going. The merchants have 23. Unproductive do maintenance. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. It's more up my alley. Let's go ahead and let's do this one. We only need 4 votes on our side out of the 37. Chat can vote in here if they wish to. Give it a quick minute, just in case you want to jump in. Okay, this will help deal with crime. The level of corruption, theft, and assault in the city, enabled by the anonymity of a large nation, and increased by desperation when goods are scarce. Crime decreases population growth and can lead to radicalization, murder, and other offenses. Ugh. Yeah. Children work with their families. Let's go. I'm on the TV now, so you're not voting? Ah, I got you. No worries. Yeah, it only works on the computer. If you're watching the stream on TV, on console, or on a tablet or a mobile phone, the plugin doesn't work, sadly. Which is why we don't get a lot of people to vote, because most people don't watch me on the computer. The statistics show most individuals don't watch this stream on a computer. Alright, childhood law has been regulated. Trust rises. Good. I'm glad, because trust is about to fall. Because I need to raise some money. I'm gonna raise some more money. Give me your money! I need it! Alright, we've got plenty of money now. So good to go here. We're waiting on the frost breaking here. We need more individuals. I would like to go and frost break over to here at least. For more prefabs. So we can keep focusing on goods. What we do need to do is we're gonna try and hold on to this and upgrade insulation. We're gonna try and get insulation and upgrade all of our housing here. That's gonna be our next goal, is we're gonna attempt to research insulation. We have some time before we can do unproductive maintenance. The squalor isn't that bad right now. I mean, it's getting worse, but it's not that bad yet. So we can hold out for a minute. But if we can get insulation going, we're not going to be able to get insulation online prior to it getting colder, but it means that it's only going to be super chilly for a quick moment. Did you see your statistics for what platform you were watched on most? Yeah. Yeah. Computer is still technically most, but if you add up all the other options, it is not. It's like 38, 40% computer. 60, 62% everything else. Given the current trajectory, of AET, you're about to get the Menders, and their ability might not be useful. Oh, that's right. We ran into the Menders before. I can't remember what they did. Oh no, the Menders helped us with searching the Frostlands, right? They increased the speed of searching the Frostlands. That might be useful, because one of the big things we need to do with the depleted cores is we have to, like, essentially uncover half the map. So that might be useful. The Proteans might be better because of medical or smothers, but I didn't realize. I guess it makes sense. Depends on what the majority of these are, what we get, or where they're leaning. I didn't even think about that. All right, we're just gonna hang out until we can get another council vote or another research going. Although we will go and get this unlocked here. Actually, wait a sec. We need a little more space so we can expand it. There we go. We're going to need to get that up and running. And then we need to focus on insulation. And then we need to focus on food after that. Because again, we've only got 24 weeks left on food. We can expand food. So A, it'll have a bigger stockpile, and B, it'll produce a little bit more. Only for 50-50, it's not too bad. Alright, merit-based housing has been researched. We can go ahead and try and get that set up. We have maintenance duties next on what we've promised we'd do. But, what did I say we needed to do next? That's right, insulation. We need to get insulation underway. Neutral, skeptical. Let's have them work on it. Let's get them working on that, and let's go ahead and get another research institute set up. We're going to expand this first, because we're going to need more housing. We're always going to need more housing. And I like having them all in one spot. That way we can press one button to get them all to do rushed research. Yeah, we'll get another research house down here. It is eating into the heat stamps I was going to try and save, but so it goes. Squalor, we'll sort that out soon, don't worry. Okay. The Research Institute. There we go. We'll have 2 set up in here. Perfect. Which will get us up to 110 research speed. So that'll definitely help as we get we're 14 weeks out from us getting insulation, and we're 2 weeks out from getting colder. And now, instead of 14 weeks, 1 week past, it was 13. We just saved 5 weeks. So 8 weeks till we have that, and then a couple of weeks to install. It's not going to be enough to keep everyone at happy heating, but it should be okay.
From the
I hope a bit.
dangerous aspects of your job. This is how they learn.
All right, it's getting cold. What's going on here? The Ice Bloods. We got the Ice Bloods. Which are the Ice Bloods? I don't remember these guys. I doubted we could sustain ourselves off this harsh land, yet their bellies are full from foraging. I doubted children could learn to revere their elders, yet here they tend dutifully to my needs. This made me realize that this is what this city can become. The times of mere survival are gone. We must organize. A brighter future is within our reach. They came around because of the forged additives and family apprenticeship. Interesting. It's only those 2. Usually it lists 3. Oh, you were saying the Menders, and for some reason in my brain, I was thinking the Ice Bloods. Lead volunteer expeditions and hunting trips. I don't know. What are the yeah, boy, what do the Menders give? What are their bonuses? We got a good one. This is a good one because we need to do swift exploration, and hunting trips gives us more food, which is good. So that worked out well. Pretty happy with that. And we can immediately ask them for some monies. We're not going to right now. Let's go ahead and let's get this passed. What can we negotiate here? Actually, most people are already on board for merit-based housing. It's only the... Wow, okay, so all of the merchants are gung-ho for it, and all of the Ice Bloods are gung-ho for it as well. I made this promise and they want this. Interesting, okay. It's just the mechanists. Sawmill, condemn the ice bloods, or make a ventilation tower. Ventilation tower we are going to need to get going at some point, but I don't want to go and research that quite yet. Laborers, what do you want? You demand money. You want free essentials and worker villages. I think we're just going to hope for the best with the vote here. We're only off by 10. We might be able to make it. We're going to go for it. Cuddlebuff's on our side. We've got this in the bag, Cuddlebuff. Yeah. Cuddlebuff, your vote literally did all of it. Because remember, chat's weighted a little bit more. So it's good. Menders are a quick population boost. Organized rescue squads. 500 people. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Cuddlebuff, if it wasn't for your vote, it would not have passed. Came in here and voted twice. What? Perfect. Alright, so with that, we now have... Holy moly, we have a lot more housing.
Have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
Squalor's causing problems for us getting more people. That's unfortunate. Alright, it's colder. We're now in a trust... now we have trust issues. That's what we expected. We expected to have trust issues here. And we're going to wait until this gets a little bit lower, and then what we'll do is we will do the beacon, which is greatly decreased because of the beacon. So that'll then bounce that back up and reset our timer. So we're going to game the system a little bit here, just because we need to. We're going to need to. All right, everyone's currently in chilly environments, and that's just what it's going to be for right now. Oh, not housing. Logistics. We need to get logistics online. It's the last place for workforce that we can get going right now, sadly. We're producing as much warmth as we can. Researcher, the Ice Bloods. Every day they come and pester me about my work. That's fine, don't worry about it. You'll be okay. We'll be fine. Yeah, we really gotta get materials going. Holy moly, materials are a problem. But we're gonna focus on insulation here. We gotta get insulation done. I've used most of the money I said I was gonna save. And we've already pestered everyone for money, right?
Stuart.
Yeah. De-radicalize the Ice Bloods. Interesting. Nighttime railway has been explored. Where? Over here. We can harvest some food. Nice. We're gonna hold off on harvesting that for now. Not until we're, like, in trouble and we need it, like, badly. We can go and keep exploring the plains. I think we will. Since we only have 10 people that can explore, there's only so many places we can actually pick. At least until we get this logistics hub online. Then we'll have another 15, and then we can do 25 with this next round. We can do 25 options. So that'll be good. Yeah, Scholar's got to get sorted. Gosh, dang it. It's the blasting mine. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to be a problem. 11 chilly districts. Let's go to speed 2. Let some time pass. Yeah, we have enough food right now. The extra 70 food wouldn't help that much, so we'll just use the extra 70 food when we really need it. There we go. Searched and built. Done. The windy path has been explored. We found some buried food. I can't go here because we don't have 10 people. Huh. It won't let me search, even though we've got 25 teams. Weird. Oh, because we have to... That's right. We have to explore the... We have to investigate this place first. That's right. Okay. So that's fine. We'll just let this sit here. We'll investigate it later. It's only a... oh, no, it's a significant chance. Sick. That's awesome. That's what we want to see. All right, we're going to go and check a 25 zone, and it can't be a deadly one. We can use we can do a dangerous one, but not a deadly one. We can do dangerous, not deadly. It's 10 to 25. All right, I guess we'll just do a 10. Oil found. Okay. We found oil before we even searched it. That's weird. But we'll do a 10 and a 10 then. 25, 25, 25, 25, 10. More searching and more food, or... this has material. We should probably go here and grab material. Okay. Perfect. Let more time go by. How long do we have until we're out of the coal here? 7 weeks. Until we're out of the small stockpile we gave ourselves. That'll be enough. That's enough for us to go and get this set up. We can at least get 2 going. We have no prefabs coming in right now? Yeah, we have none, so we have to switch back to prefabs. It's gonna hurt our heat stamp income, but...
The Research Institute has...
There's nothing else we can do. We have to. We gotta start insulating. Advanced insulation is 100 heat stamps for us to do this one. I don't think it's that critical for us to work on that yet, because that upgrade, it just increases how much it's doing. Oh my goodness, utilization, we could finally do this one. Massive. So this is good. If we can get the Ice Bloods give us adaptability, thank goodness for that. Oh yeah, when did we have this promise? We promised we were going to do this. How many weeks do we have? 22 weeks? Okay, we're going to have to do that now. We'll do unproductive, do maintenance first then. These guys are happy with it, but these guys are the ones we promised. And these guys are neutral and these guys are favorable, so we'll go do this one. 9 weeks, get on it. And with that we have 1 week, and we can go ahead and get 3 of these insulated. So let's go ahead and let's insulate, insulate, and then next week, once we have a little bit more, we'll insulate this last one. And that'll help us at least a little bit here before we get even colder temperatures. Hey, what's that black stuff on the ground? Random American scout? That raw Dayer's oil. It's the cry of the red-tailed hawk, which is used every time America talks about stuff, and you hear that quote-unquote eagle sound. It's actually a red-tailed hawk. Oh, we can't repair stuff because we don't have the prefabs for it. Awkward. We're gonna put insulation in here while this one is breaking. It's fine, don't worry about it. We'll fix it later. Like, you find oil somewhere and you immediately hear the America theme song. Or at least you hear the sound bite. America sound bite goes off. We're here for the black gold. Alright, so we just need to hold off a little bit here. It's going to take a while for us to get this going. We wanted to build this up, but we just never got around to it in time. We have the workers for it. So if we can go and unlock these prefabs, we can then start doing stuff with that. Get some work done. 7 weeks till we're in trouble here. A bunch of people are getting cold. No one's dying. People are getting cold. We're going to need to get hospitals online soon. We got to get this squalor under control soon here too, though. Did we, like, run out of coal? What happened? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's super bad. Oh, no. Uh-oh. We ran out of coal. I didn't even pay attention to us depleting because it's not within our normal, like, view range. Alright, well, first things first, let's go ahead and let's propose a thing. And we're gonna go figure that out, yeah? We have 0 heat right now. This is what we call very bad. Paid Essentials I think I want to go for. Actually, we should probably go and do Harvesting Funerals next. It'll increase our research speed more, and it'll bring down disease a little bit, which will be nice. So let's try and get this one going. Who's against us right now? The laborers and the merchants. The Ice Bloods is against the worldview. They refuse. Wow, that's my only option? Merchants, I can't. Machinists, I can't. Okay, we can't do this one. Demand funds. Automated logistics bay. I mean, could use more Frostland teams, but geez. Alright, yeah, we can't vote for this. There's no way. Cancel the proposal. We can't do that one. We don't have enough backers at all. We can try for paid essentials instead. Paid essentials we can try and do. Who's against us? Machinists, merchants, and laborers. Alright, the machinists actually heat dispensers. The automated bays, which again is 50 workforce though. I don't know about that. You guys only want us to heat your homes. That's all you care about. You don't care about anything else. The machines, if we get them on board, that's 12. Or not 12, 14, sorry. It's 14 we can get on our side if we say we're going to go and research this thing. I think there's a different one I'd rather research. Frostlands. It's headquarters. Logistics base. Yeah, Vanguard gives us 20. It's more people. No, it's the same number of people. Oh, no, here it is. So it's less people, less people. We definitely want more people for more people, for sure. So yeah, we're not going to do that one. All right, we need to go and get coal now. How are we going to do this? I need heat stamps immediately, and we just spent all of our heat stamps.
Steward.
We can't raise funds. Oh, we can raise funds from the Icebloods, can't we? 50 heat stamps. I'm going to need them. I'm sorry. I need these. We only have 5 guys. We're going to have to stop them from doing a research run here. We care more about getting those than we do this. We're going to pause this. It does hold some of the already explored progress. That's good. But we need to get this done. We need to get this hooked up. Okay, so we'll get that started. That's in 2 weeks, though. We can't afford to wait that long. We skip the beacon. Can we make it? We can. 3 weeks. We've got it. We have to go 3 weeks of cold, no heat. Oh, it's gonna be bad. Yep, we've already lost 50 people. We have to go 3 weeks. There's literally nothing we can do. There's no heat. We've got no fuel. We're 3 weeks out. There's nothing that can be done. We're in a full standstill. In a full standstill until this is done. We can hook this up and hook that up later. Oh my good gracious. Alright, we'll speed up time. We just have 3 weeks. We just gotta sit. We're gonna just twiddle our thumbs until we have some heat coming in here. We are at least producing heat stamps right now. And we are still producing fabs and the like. So we are still getting stuff done in the cold. Alright, we have power again. Thank goodness for that. Okay, let's heat everyone back up. There we go. Much better. Gracious. It's going to decrease in a second. There you go. Merchants' demands are done. We researched the thing they wanted. We're going to try and pass this. Okay, most people are on board for this. Perfect. Anyone we can negotiate with? Machinists? Ventilation tower. I do not want the ventilation tower. Laborers? Free essentials they want to change us over to. Or change us into instead of paid. I mean, it increases trust, which would be nice. I want paid essentials, but we can push for free essentials. That's fine. We can push for free essentials. It's not what I want to do. But increasing trust right now is something we're going to need. We've got a lot of people against us. We're minus 17 trust. So we're going to have to do something here. Well, there we go. All right, unproductive do maintenance. That's going to give us more output.
Hear ye. The delegates have spoken.
So that's good.
The law takes effect.
We can't research anything right now. We don't have enough heat stamps. We have enough heat coming in now, at least to make it to where no one's going to be dying from the cold. We need to deal with materials now. And we're stuck with these 10 working on this pretty much permanently, unfortunately. And we need, what do we need to get this up and running? 200 heat stamps. So we're kind of stuck waiting for the heat stamps now. We have 1 week? What? Okay, what? Promised labor is 39 weeks. 33, okay, 33 weeks. God, that needs to get fixed. We have 33 weeks until we get kicked out of our position. Yeah, we can leave one of them as being cold. 2 of them being cold. Leave one as cold, it's fine. Sort it out later. It's gonna get colder in a minute here, though. We need more coal. There's no other coal on the map right now. Is there a place we can hunt for coal? We need 20 teams to do this. It's dangerous. 20 teams could go get that coal. 25 can get this one. 5, that's deadly, though. We're still exploring down here. We can actually cancel this for a second and get some more people. We're gonna have to cancel these other expeditions for a minute. We need coal. 20 people, dangerous. We can get some more coal here. Hopefully we just find a coal deposit. That's what we need. How long is this going to take us? 25 weeks, though. How long do we have until the next coal... Oof, jeez. We've got 13 weeks. We have to make it 12 weeks with it being even colder than normal. That's not good. In that case, let's go ahead and let's deconstruct one of these blast mines. That'll give us some material back. We can start looking at going and building up here and getting some coal from up here. That's what we're going to need. Research, though. Is there anything we can do to help us out here? Heat utilization will help a bunch. It'll bring down heat usage in different spots. It should save it should allow us to have one more district warmed up. Right? Yeah, because it gets us a 6th. So every 6... So for every 6 districts we're heating up is one free district that gets heated. So we're going to go get that researched. We need that done. It's going to... I know, at least what makes this one warmer, right? From cold to chilly. We do what we have to. We've got to get on top of material. What's our material output? And how much time do you have left on this? Plenty of time on it. Pretty good here. 150. If we just expand it, should be enough. So if we get some more heat stamps, we can get that going.
Steward.
I can't raise funds. Still too soon. We need the money. What was that, 15 weeks? I didn't even look at it. 10 weeks. Okay. 10 weeks, we can get some more money. So right as it gets super cold, we can go and pull in another round of cash from these guys. And if we can get paid essentials passed prior to then, that should definitely help us. Beacon of Hope failed. Oh, wait, what? Okay, so that's good to know. We lost the game, by the way. We'll start over from scratch here. But, okay, so now we know you have 100 weeks to build the beacon. If you do not build the beacon with 100 weeks, you lose. This information isn't anywhere. It's not shown anywhere, so you just don't know. So we kind of have to, you know, shot in the dark on this one. We're just going to jump straight into another run here. We're just going to jump right back in and try again. Alright, develop a metropolis. We're gonna stick with these guys. I do like the foragers. Would prefer to have them, but again, we've never done a playthrough and winning with these guys. We'll go ahead and do everything again. We now know, so because it doesn't say anything here, right? It doesn't say what the requirements are. Must build within 100 weeks. But we now know that you fail at 100 weeks if this isn't online. So we'll keep this in mind. I tried to push it out a little further. I was going to go another like 20 weeks-ish before we built it. Because then that would be when we're down to like 9 or 10 weeks until we'd have trust failure and lose the game because of lack of trust. So, let's jump on in. Let's jump on in! It's time for us to build a city. Alright, same info. Let's go. I love that suppress and hold. Alright. Here we go. Orient ourselves up. Let's get started. Pause the game. First things first. Alright, so we're going to make some housing, but we're not going to make as much housing as we have in the past. We're going to be a little more on top of it this time. We'll figure that out. We need a little more balance. So we'll make 3 housing districts, and then we'll wait. 3 housing districts is as much as we're going to do for now. Which is only going to get, you know, half of them. It's only going to get 60 in shelter for the moment, which is not ideal. But that's what we're just going to do to start with. We need to start frost breaking. So we need to get prefabs. Not just make our own, but we also need to, like, go and grab those prefabs over there. No, don't do that. I don't like that. That's really annoying. I try, like, you see when, like, I'm trying to click here, right? On this, like, this next spot. This one right here. But if I click here right at the edge of it, it still counts it as a yes, we're done. No, we're not done. Now we're done. Alright. So that's going to be material, prefabs, housing. We'll hold off on excavating food for right now. That'll save us some heat stamps, which we need to hold on to for now. So hold on to that. We'll get a research institute, and we'll start on the council immediately. We'll get this stuff going sooner. We need to get this online sooner. We can't wait until like week 30 to build the council. That's crazy. We need this soon. All right, in we go. We will, once this is broken and we start getting the material extraction here, then we'll go ahead and we'll get the industrial park online. District heating levels. Yeah, we gotta get ourselves more heat stamps. Prefabs are pretty important too. We might want to go and like really focus on jumping down here. What is it? Alt? There it is. We need to focus on coming down here and grabbing these prefabs. It's 400 prefabs per point. It unlocks oil, but we can't really do anything with oil for a while. But instead of coming over here to grab these 800, we should come down here instead. Because we can end up getting 2,400 over there. It's a lot more. We can just do one thing at a time. Although it is, I thought they got sickness down here. It's not. Oh, it doesn't show like that. Does it show here? Yeah, down here. There's a disease negatives. That's no good. Alright. Before we even have the houses built, we're getting the council going. Let's go. Time to propose. We're going to go and get food rolling immediately, I think. Food, basic necessities. We could go for something for more money. Surplus heat. Community, society, funerals. Yeah, let's start off with food first. That'll just help us out with waiting on food needs, right? We don't have to go and get the food stuff online immediately if we do this. The merchants are the ones that we want to get on board. Heating action, they want warm housing districts generate heat stamps, which is nice, but I don't know about that. Service exemptions, I don't know about that either. It would be nice. Hydrate, you got it, carcinogen. It would be nice to get those, but I don't know if that's what I want right now. Oh, we got the foragers. The foragers always have something I want. We'll have them go do durable goods. Promise we'll do durable. Why would we do this? This gives us no extra votes. This is 5 extra votes. That's not enough to guarantee anything. These guys want Heat Pipe Watch and Heated Commons. Heated Commons is probably pretty good as it helps with trust. Heat Pipe Watch I think is better for us in the long run now, so we're going to go for Heat Pipe Watch. That's better for us in the long run. Definitely need it. Because that way then it's just one less that we have to do for heating. If we went and looked at Heat Pipe Watch, the other options would be increasing income slightly, a couple of prefabs, or slightly decrease the time it takes for exploration, which would be nice. It would be nice. But, yeah, no. No, we'll go for Heat Pipe Watch. We just don't have the... Whoop. Wait, cancel. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's what we were doing. Or do we just go back? Back again? Oh, okay. Interesting. So I can override the proposal with its own proposal. Sure. We got enough people on board. We have 58 that were going to vote for us. Let's go ahead and get that vote in. Nice. 71. Massive. Alright, so that's going to give us a little more food. early on, so that'll give us more weeks before we need to actually start making food. So we can hold off on food production for a bit. So that is good. This is done. Let's get extraction rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 can go from there, so we can go 5, 6. So, and then we're going to want to go and break this. Like so. And then we're going to need to go and break over here so we can actually get to the coal. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So keep moving this way. We can go down there later. Let's get an extraction here for these prefabs. That going. Then we are out of heat stamps. We are now twiddling our thumbs. We're going to go ahead and start borrowing money. Give me some money. Give me some money. And we'll wait on borrowing money from those guys for a minute here. So we can get a little more money coming in. Alright, come on. Finish this up, please. Here we go. You can tell when Zeldor's really getting into a game when he avoids chat. It's true. Getting sucked in. We're getting set up. We gotta get set up. Alright, so we're gonna go in and we're gonna expand this one immediately so we have more space for it. And we're gonna get the Research Institute started on there too. So we can get a second Research Institute. I think we want to do that sooner to make sure that our research is at 110% speed instead of at 70% speed. 70% speed really hurts for us to churn through research. It's very painful. We gotta get more research in here so we can get more upgrades and make things better sooner. Learn about trust. We already know. What's the problem here? Notable cold is making so we're making no population. We'll get that sorted soon. Get that set up soon. Alright, we can go ahead and we can now do some more frost breaking. Down there. We also need to go and get a industrial district. Out there. And we also need to get a extraction district here. So we can start pulling out coal, because in 15 weeks we're completely out of coal. Check out the message for you didn't fail from time. It was stated that the failure was from too many people dying. Really? Oh, no. It says that as its reason for it, but it definitely wasn't for that, carcinogen. And the reason I know that is because the failure happened at exactly week 100, day 1. Week 100, day 1. So that's flavor text for it, because we have to set up the beacon to save people from the Frostlands. So too many people out in the Frostlands, not within our city, died. Our city was fine. People outside our city, too many died. So only have 100 weeks to get the beacon online. But you're right. It was from death. It's just not from our citizens' death. It's from everyone else's. It's from our soon-to-be citizens not making it in time.
Stewart.
The looming cold. The cold becomes a problem. Here we go. Interesting, you think they should clarify that for the player? Absolutely. There's a lot of things in this game that aren't super clear. And you kind of have to figure it out as you go, which is a little troublesome, but you know what you're going to do. Alright, time for research. First thing we're going to do here, not housing installation. Heat utility could be utilization could be useful. What's the first thing we want? What is the first thing we want? Factories is tempting. Coal mine is tempting. Insulation is also tempting. Things that increase efficiency, like worker shifts and the like. But I think we're going to go and get... Was it logistics bays? Yeah, we're going to get logistics bays. No, not logistics bays. Because we should get exploration time down and threat down, because then we can do more of those. That'd be good. Duty maintenance. Let's see if we can get promise someone something to make them happy, yeah? We currently have a promise for pipe watch for the laborers.
Steward.
The merchants, raise funding from them. But then let's make a promise. What do you want? Research dense housing, paid essentials, research efficiency. Research efficiency bonus. Encourage competition. The city will allocate special funds for efficiency. Slight increase in efficiency. Efficiency is slightly increased, and per capita heat stamps slightly increased. Or research housing blocks. But we do need housing blocks. Keep people safe, so we should probably do that first. Getting housing blocks so people don't freeze to death is probably something we should do. We'll go do that. We'll get that underway. And then we'll go ahead and get another research institute here. And with the money we've got, let's go and get a logistics bay online. Oh, we're waiting for the frost breaking. We'll get there. How's it going, Sadness? Oh, we'll get to alcohol eventually. Our population needs it. Most definitely. Alright, we're working on prefabs. We're bringing some more in. 15 currently from the extraction district. And then we'll have the industrial district bring in prefabs in a moment here too soon. We're at still at 6 per week. We need to get that sorted. Emergency council meetings, we can't do those. The people get unhappy with us too quickly.
Steward.
We have to wait 45 weeks. It's 50 weeks per time we can beg for money. Gotta wait. Gotta wait for it. We'll get it eventually, though. Okay, research is now trucking along at 110% speed, which is exactly what we need. Extraction sites being worked on. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get this going. And then we also need to start frost breaking this way. We have 100 heat stamps left, so I'd like to use it for something useful here. Something we need. That's good.
Whether foraged food additive is safe for consumption, consult your local
Let's go ahead and get some more housing space. Let's get some more housing space, and we're going to need to get food online here too. So get some food space. We're not going to build the food yet, but this is also our path to get up here. We need to get the logistics bays online as quick as we can, so we can run in the Frostlands as soon as we can. Super important. Alright, propose a law. We promised we would do heat pipes. Let's get heat pipes underway. This way everyone gets a nice, toasty, warm house, yeah? We already have a promise active, We can get 12 from you guys. Efficient circuits? I can promise that. I would love to do efficient circuits. Oh my goodness, yeah, I'm down to research that next. Works for me. Alright, vote for it. Easy peasy law to pass right there. We had enough people for it.
The proposed law has
been passed. Nice. Alright, so with the heat pipes going, we now have warm inner districts right now, which is huge. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring them from warm down, but they still have enough heat being passed around them. So that's really good. So we're going to bring that down. That's not, and that's extending the amount of time we have our coal. We now have 24 weeks until we're out. So we're not producing enough, at least. So let's go ahead and let's expand. No, we can't expand that. We need to hook this up first. The logistics bay needs to be built first. And then we can expand this. Another 24. 24 heat stamps, we can get that going. Yeah, we need to get more housing. People are cold. Once we hit week 50, we're going to be in a lot of trouble with it being cold. Alright, come on now. Let's go. we can't beg for more heat stamps. As much as I want to. 35 to 40 weeks out before we can beg for more. 36. We're holding on for the moment. We got 50 weeks. We've got 31 weeks. Okay, research done. Merchants are happy. Trust is gained. Housing blocks are acquired. We'll go over to heating. Heat utilization. We'll go ahead and get the efficient circuits underway. Finish that promise. And that's going to save us a little more on heat. Because again, we have more than 6 districts. That means we get 1 free plus 1 heating. So that's good. And that scales as we get more going on. Merchants. Make a promise. What do you want? Build the housing block. I could do that. Paid essentials. Pass paid essentials. Workers' dormitory. Housing block is useful because we do need to get more people into the city, or into housing. I also want paid essentials, though. Let's do the dense housing block. We'll promise that. We'll promise the housing block. Problem is, it's 100 heat stamps, so we're out for many weeks. All right, we can explore. Finally, we can explore the Frostlands. We can find food going south. Or we can find heat. We can find heat stamps going north. That's crazy. Prefabs and oil. Let's go south first, and then we'll go north after. I want to make sure we have food lined up because we're not producing any food. So having like capable acquisition of food is like we need to be able to acquire food in a pinch. So we'll go do that first. Would like to expand this. I'm gonna be short soon. We'll get there. Is that Mr. Answer to your last question? Why'd you end the RimWorld run? Oh, because we've been playing it for 5 months straight. It's a good time to take a break, play some other games on our backlog, and rotate back around once the update's completed. We still have a lot of DLC and to like to play for RimWorlds, with the new one that's coming out too. So we'll come back and play it again, but this gives us time to go and jump onto some other games we've been waiting off for quite a while. And then we'll go back to RimWorld. But it's been five months, so we'll do something a little new. Alright, so we're starting to really stockpile up the prefabs right now. Let's go ahead and let's move over to making ourselves more heat stamps here, so we can get that done faster. We need to get more construction. Time for the council. Better goods, we can definitely do that. Have we not promised any... We didn't promise any rules here, huh? We can jump the gun and go ahead and get the family thing sorted. Funerals. Surplus heat we can do for heated commons, which would probably be smart. But for right now, let's do goods to durable goods. With durable goods, we can... We just don't need as many, so we don't have to produce as much. So we should be able to get more heat stamps when we produce goods. 23 laborers, if we go for this, are hesitant right now. Heated commons, we can do heated commons next. We can do that. I can promise that. I can promise us heating the commons next. Fine by me. Let's get durable goods going. 72, jeez. Apparently we did not need to go and bribe them. Crazy. Alright, that's fine. I just want to make sure it passes, though. Alright, so we've got too many promises. We've got full 3 promises. So, circuits are being worked on right now. We just need to build the dense housing block as soon as we have 100 heat stamps. And then we need to vote on the heated commons next. We'll get all those votes in. Getting our trust up further, which is good. We just want to keep getting trust going. Keep adding promises. Keep delivering on promises. Keep making people happy. And we want to stay ahead of the cold here. So we might need to go for insulation next. But the problem is we just aren't making enough heat stamps. When can we ask for more? 26 weeks. So a little after the heat, a little after it gets colder. 25 weeks. Wait, what? 24 weeks, okay, yeah. So yeah, a little after we get colder, we can do a, we can go do that. Right, the foragers are happy with that.
Has concluded its.
So we finished the research. We now got the 1 extra heat, so we're able to throw that out there, so less people are cold. Perfect. Unfortunately, we're going to do more research when I know we're not supposed to do more research. We're supposed to be building a housing block. But research, we need to stay on top of it. We got to stay on top of research here. Skyways. I would like to do skyways. As opposed to paths. I can't remember if they're more... I think they're more expensive than making a path, but still. We can do housing distribution. Maintenance duty would be good, too. A hospital would be really nice if we just had one. We should probably do the coal mine, actually. We'll do a dust coal mine. Let's get that unlocked, because we're going to need to make more coal soon to keep us warm. I'll start researching that. I don't want to do another promise, because I want to keep them open. Yeah, we need to get more housing districts online. We can do one more housing district right now, if we wanted. Do that, get a whole temperature bonus. That's good. This is getting nice and warm. Yeah, so go ahead and we'll get this going. That'll get us another 20 people inside. And then we get a dense housing block up, and that'll get us another 25. And then we'll only be down 1, and then we just expand, like, this one here. For 50-50. And then we'll be good to go. Because the 200 prefabs is hurting us here. We need to hold on to these for later. Otherwise we'll have to switch back from here. Yeah, we're making 9 because we passed the durable goods. Instead of 8, we're making 9 heat stamps now. Pretty good. Keeping us afloat. Let's go. Yeah, I need more heat stamps. How long do we have? 25 weeks? Okay. We can go ahead and we can bum some extra money before then. We got 20 weeks. We can still get this done if we have to bum the money off of them first. And we'll make 96. That's almost enough for one full housing block. That's fine. That's fine. We'll be okay. My goodness, look at this. Cold, colder, cold again. Good gracious. No break in the chilling. Alright, propose a law. City surplus heat. We promised we would heat the commons. Which you definitely should. Warm generating extra heat stamps would be actually useful right now. We could actually do this right now. For the next, what, like 20 weeks, I think it is? We'd actually be getting some extra heat stamps. I don't know how much we get from it, though. But we can definitely get the heated commons going, which we'll do it for trust. Trust's important, unless people die from the cold. Unless unhoused people die from the cold, which is kind of important, and I need it. The foragers... Lined heating towers. Oh, heating hubs require 30 less heat. That's actually massive. We're definitely going to want that for the in the long run. I don't know if we need that right now, though. I don't think we need it right now, though. We don't have enough districts to make this worth it. But it is something I'm fine with us researching, because we're not going to build the stuff till later. But yeah, we can do this. We can research it later. That's fine by me. We'll go on the vote. Sadness, you don't want the houses to be warm? Oh, come on. No?
The no's have it.
Sadness! You negated our agreement. Sadness, no! Sadness, why? Alcohol? We can't get to alcohol. We can't research alcohol for an age. We don't have the capacity to. Slam's desk must have alcohol. Well, Sadness, don't you want a nice place to drink alcohol, a nice warm place? What, you want to drink alcohol at home by yourself? Sadness. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll get this passed. There we go. Perfect. 2 more housing's done. More people are housed. Alright, the yellow plane. Oh. 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 We went out in the Frostlands and we found yellow plains. Whoa. Why is the snow all yellow? Well, you see, about that, oily husk, there's oil down there. There's actually food right here, perfect. And there's bearings for materials down here too, okay. But there's food here we can get to, which is pretty big. We can get 70 at a time, it's nice. Didn't think your vote would actually stop it? Yeah, chat has 15 votes. You vote as a collective, and you get 15 votes to apply. So 1 vote is not nothing. If only 1 person from chat decides to vote, because everyone else... We've got enough people in chat to fill out the whole 15. No problem, easy. But a lot of people are watching on TVs or consoles or phones or tablets, which you can't... the integration doesn't work with them. It only works with PCs. So, bummer. So we got those we can go to. We can go down here for more food. I think we'll do that. Unlock more food availability. Because again, we're not actually producing food right now. We're still just relying on foraging food, the 40 default from the central district, and the stockpile we have for another 14 weeks. We'll build food soon, but not yet. Not yet. We need to start digging that way, but we have to wait. We have to hold off. We need more people. We need more heat stamps. We need more heat stamps. But we need to do heated commons again, because otherwise these guys we're going to lose trust. So we are going to have to keep doing it. We have to keep voting for heated commons. Got to make it nice and warm if people are going to gather somewhere, you know? We really want to get this housing set up to 17 weeks. 9, 10-ish weeks. Oof. We're going to have some cold people when it gets colder. We're not going to have all the houses set up in time. We just won't have enough. We shan't have enough. How close are we on this? 24 weeks until we're out of prefabs there. Okay. We need to keep an eye on when things are going to be depleted. That's been a bane of our existence the past year. We could heat this up if we want to, but then we're losing coal. I'd rather let there be some chilly zones and us continue to actually stockpile a little bit. I think that's better for us for now. And eventually we'll get some hubs in here, like this heated hub. Those will be really good, but we need to get that set up here. You promise to vote for it next time, Sadness? All right, good. Yeah, come on. You need. I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna go to the bar where it's like absolutely freezing and a cold pint actually just turns into a block of ice of beer. Come on, Sadness. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's mad lad level of nonsense. Now we are getting some population in here, so that's good. So it's not cold enough to cause problems for population growth. So that's good. Ice cold beer. Yeah, it's literally ice cold beer. Your beer is ice. It's no good. Yeah, getting the lined heating towers is going to be nice. But yeah, the housing block and heated commons, we'll get these 2 online and we should be okay without trying to avoid losing population. Or if we have a population loss, it'd be a 1 population amount. One community level, like number 1.
To wasteful fashion. A well-made coat
right, one more week.
Always in style.
1 more week, here we go. Alright, well, never mind. We just lost them. Alright, never mind, we don't need... That 1's gone. Problem solved. Oh man, we lost people. Oh, we don't like losing people. Losing people's bad. We need to keep people around. This means we're not going to be able to do any research for a bit, though. We're not going to have the heat stamps we need for it. We can't put the dust mine in yet for a minute either. We need to get this housing block in here. Alright, once this is built, we'll have all the housing. We'll have exactly enough shelter. And it looks like we'll actually get that in time for the cold snap here, as it gets colder. Honestly, would have to drink vodka or harder liquor at that point. True, yeah. Yeah, no wine, no cider, no mead, no seltzers, no beer, no hard kombucha, no, what else is there that's not hard spirits? Oh. Uh-oh. Down to 18 weeks until we're out of prefab, so we're gonna need to go and expand soon. Council gridlock? Yeah, no worries. We'll get that sorted. I'm not worried about council gridlock in a moment here. Because it was a viewer that decided to create the gridlock. We'll make progress. Don't worry, game. We're on board. We'll heat things up. Make it nice and warm here. Alright, merchants' demands are done. They're happy. Alright. Now we just need to get ourselves up to 50 again, so we can go ahead and do some more research. Let's do have a research issue. Food, we've only got 6 weeks until we're out of food. Not ideal. We need more population. We gotta get this population number moving faster, so we're gonna need to get some hospitals soon, I think. 1 and... council meeting. Alright, we go again. Surplus heat. Yeah, because now we're at the point where we literally can't do this. We can't produce enough heat. Literally can't do enough heat. The merchants are mostly against. What would they want? Efficiency bonus. I'm down for an efficiency bonus to research and vote for that. Absolutely want to do that. 100% I'm down. Let's do it. This way people get commission bonuses if you do a good job, right? And Sadness is on our side. We crushed it this time. Yeah, thank goodness. We're over 20 with Sadness's help. Good to go. They're happier. Oh my gosh, look, everyone's really happy with us right now, so we can easily take money from them. Perfect. Perfect. Can I take money from you yet? Foragers here? Raise funds. 9 weeks. We're 9 weeks out. Okay.
Take note. A new rule enters into force.
We now have enough houses for everyone. We have more trust because it's warmer now, marginally increased by heated commons, which is good. We just can't do any research until we get more money. I need more money! I would like to expand this so we can produce more base goods. If we can get some efficiency bonuses, we can produce more goods too, which will help with this demand, which will then give us that extra 1.6 from unmet goods demand. We need the heat stamps. Yeah, so all the houses are nice and warm right now, but they're all going to end up just being livable in a minute. You thought about trolling? You thought about it? Sadness. We're playing on the hardest difficulty, Sadness, please. Please, we need your help. I mean, once we get a little further along, please, absolutely, of course. Troll a bit. We gotta get ourselves established first, though. But yeah, then absolutely. But of course. Vote for your heart's content. Alright, we're about to be out of food. Hunger's not a problem right now. We've got everything set. We've got, what? Our population is increasing okay, so it's just steadily rising. Nothing amazing yet. Alright, we can finally get more research going. I do want to do this one. But it's 100. Squalor containment. What's this one do again? Creates a hub. Oh no, a new building, which produces squalor. We're not doing that right now. Insulated housing is something we can do, but we just don't have the money to even fund insulating, so we're not doing that yet. Competition is the one we were looking at. Equal pay or bonuses. Encourage competition. The city will allocate special bonuses to people who work more efficiently. There's no negative. You don't lose anything if you don't participate enough. Instead, it's just, hey, everyone gets the same amount of money regardless. Or, hey, if you're actually better at your job than your neighbor, you get a little extra money to buy extra stuff. We're not lowering wages, we're only increasing wages. Yeah, increasing efficiency would be pretty nice. Do we want to do that right now, or do we want to do a factory? A salvaging factory would be... Actually, that would solve all of our heat stamp issues. 180 stamps, though. God, it's expensive. Yeah, let's go and do this one first. We're going to research this first. Line towers, we have 26 weeks to do that. But yeah, let's get this one going first. If we can get this factory online, it gives us plus 40 goods. So we'll be making more goods than necessary, plus a passive 10 prefabs. So that'll be massive for us. That'll solve all of our issues there with the 1.6 heat stamps we're not getting, and make sure we always have prefabs coming in, even when we run out of this in 12 weeks. All right, it's gonna get cold. Starting tomorrow. Cold. Cold.
Secure additional layers. The cold season is imminent.
Oh, it's cold. All right, there's nothing we can really do here. I'm upheating a little bit, but this is going to be until we run out of coal in a week. All work sites are going to be chilly. All houses can be warm, or livable, rather. This will give us 2 weeks until we run out. Can I get money yet? 3 weeks out. Once we can get some more money, we can go and put a coal plant here and start pulling more coal. Oh my goodness. Hey Zelda, do you play or have played Minecraft before? Yes! I haven't played Minecraft in... since I started streaming, so... at least, probably 10 years at this point, probably. I haven't played Minecraft. We're also gonna need to get ourselves more materials here, else we're gonna have squalor issues. Come on. Finish there we go. The graveyard has been explored. Where there's 110, a huge herd. Massive. So there's a common herd where we can go and get some reindeer living in the area. There's a huge herd. A new herd's been sighted in the area. More animals than our young hunters have ever seen in their lives. 110 can be produced out of that. Not for long, though. It's only for 70 weeks. There's 70 weeks of that food. That's not even close to the same. So that's a little problematic there. We can go down to the valley, keep exploring down here. The plains as well. We have oil. We can get prefabs and heat stamps up here, so we're going to go up here next. But we definitely need to get more people exploring the Frostlands for us. So we can find more material and bring it back. Speed us up. So we need to work on that. Yeah, food's a problem. How many people do we need to go hunting? Is it 5? It is only 5. Okay. Let's work on the small one. We'll start pulling in from there. We can't even use the 5. There's no 15 search options. So we'll do that. So that'll reduce the amount needed by a little bit. So we will have some hunger, but it won't be that much. We will just have to, there's just no snacks. You get 3 meals a day, but no snacks. It'll be fine. People just wanted to know, you've been playing modern Minecraft on a private server at the moment, and you're curious? No, I gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I used to play, like, heavily modded Minecraft back in the day. Ah, yes, we need to resolve the children issue. Yep, we need to go pass into law the children issue. True. We're gonna have to do some big research here in a moment. Big research focus. We can probably even, like, push them to research faster once we have enough heat stamps coming in. Yeah, it's cold. It's very cold. And it's gonna get worse in a bit here, so we need to get this sorted before week 90. So we only have 36 weeks to get ourselves sorted here before we're in trouble. Speed of time. Not the children. Not the children. District employment. Oh, didn't mean to open that up. We just got 139 injured people. Oh boy. They're suffering injuries because of how cold it is. They're going to need to heat this up soon here. Starting to get disease too from the cold districts. Yeah, heat's required. We've got to get this going. And with how cold it is, we're going to start having a population stagnation here. We can get a little bit if we expand it, or we can wait and double it with a with the mine. Oh, we don't have enough people. Oh, we have enough prefabs. Let's turn this off. Let's get that going. Because this will give us an extra 150. So that should get us most of the coal that we need here. The real problem is going to be that eventually, you know, once we're extracting this at twice the speed, we only have 90 weeks until we're out of this coal vein. So we're going to need to get coal prepped sooner here. Salvaging factory has been researched. It requires 180 though, super expensive. Alright, voting, society, children. Think of the children! We're gonna do family apprenticeship. The children. No school for the children. Who do we need to convince? The merchants need to be convinced. We can't, we've already promised them stuff. The laborers, we can promise them something. Free essentials? I'm not promising any of that. Research workers village? Don't want that, though. You can research it and use it later if we end up in a pickle. It does increase efficiency. It just hurts with the, heat stamp reduction. But the increased efficiency is nice. We don't really put much stuff in. Yeah, you know, we probably should get workers village. It's gonna be better than the workers dormitory. We probably should do that. That way, if people wanna, people can move into their job site. Sadness is on our side. The vote was passed. The law takes effect. Alright, so we have a bunch of research we have to do. So we have to stay very focused on our research now to make sure we keep everyone happy. Let's go ahead and let's start raising funds so we can actually do that. How long till we can raise? Oh, we can raise funds immediately. Okay.
A law has passed.
We're just gonna. Oh, I funded project instead of raised funds, didn't I? No, I raised funds. I did. I pressed the right button. Thank goodness. All right. The beacon has not been constructed. People are grumpy about it. We'll get that sorted. Don't worry. We need to get that done like really, really soon here, though. Everyone's unhappy with us, but this is massive. With the amount of money we now have, we can finally get a salvaging factory in here, so all of our goods demand will be sorted. We are going to need to go and get more production. We have to double our production here. We don't have the people to double production, so we're going to need to get a sawmill or something online. We can't do that for a bit. So that's going to be problematic. We'll have to sort that out later. Research-wise, what's the research we need to do first? We need to do lined heating towers. It's expensive. It costs 100 for that. But we definitely want this one. It's going to be useful down the line. It halves the demand. The power demand. So that's good. We don't need new housing. We don't need anything else here. This is now producing more than enough coal for what our current setup is. So we can increase heating here. Like so. And we'll put you to Chile. So this way we're producing enough heat to keep all the houses warm. And we're starting to stockpile a tiny bit of coal, at least for the next 29 weeks. And then we're going to have to sort out heating again. Which means insulation isn't going to happen for a bit here. But we should see a massive increase in heat stamps as we get another 1.6 once this facility's online. So that's good. We're going to need to go get a sawmill online soon here. And we got to get this district online. So let's go and let's start moving up here. We're going to need to start working on food production soon, too. We'll get that done. We're going to expand you, so we get an extra 5, so we have 2 groups of 10 that can explore, or 1 group of 20. So we can get more work done here. That's good. And we're already predominantly out of the heat stamps we just borrowed. We're going to have to hold on to the next 50 that we produce, and use that to make the beacon, I think. I think we have to do the beacon next. We're going to save it for the beacon. We need it for the beacon. What is this? The Menders! Alright. What do the Menders give us? Who are these guys? They dislike the dense housing block. That's unfortunate. Tradition. Adaptation, equality, tradition. These guys get organized rescue. The Menders will dispatch a team to the Frostlands to locate and rescue survivors. And they decrease the exploration time. Nice. Good relations perk. Cool. Alright. So I guess we're already in good relations. How do we know? How can we identify that we're in good relations with them? I guess it's just like when we're positive, yeah? We're in favorable relations, so I'm just going to assume they're giving us that bonus right now. But yeah, we can have them just get us population. That's huge. So if we can get a little more housing set up, we can just have them bring us people. Oh, that's amazing. That's very useful. Let's get everyone working over here, who isn't working right now. Just keep getting those prefabs. Let some more time go by. We've only got, what, 4 weeks on that? Yeah, we might as well just pull all the prefabs out that we can. Now we have enough goods coming in. So yeah, so if we did just prefabs, we'll get 20 a week, 40 goods. That's almost enough to offset what we need. We're going to focus on goods right now to let us stockpile. Still gives us 10 a week, which is good. We're making 19 at the moment. Very nice. Growing hunger. Yes, we do need to sort that out. We're making no food right now.
That heat suits are a tool for survival, not a
Hunger's an
fashion
issue.
statement.
Yep. Actually, can I... How much money can I get from you guys? We can get 58. It's not a lot. It's not enough. Alright, let's get this beacon online. Oh, we haven't even found the beacon yet. I'll have the beacon in 3 weeks, I guess. I guess the beacon's up here. I don't know why we don't have the beacon. The beacon used to be right here. Alright, well, hopefully we can find the beacon. We'll wait 3 weeks. We'll hold on to the heat stamps for right now. Speed up time. Let's see here. What do we got? The Menders are leaving the Institute. That's fine. That's fine. We'll sort it out. Installation hub's on the way. Oil source found. Nice. Pause. There's the beacon. Wait, what? Oh, we have to make a trail to it first. We get the team on that. Oh, we can't do that until we get this set up first. Okay, we gotta get this logistics bay online. We don't have enough people. Okay. We don't have enough people. We'll turn this off so we get more people. Okay. So we have to do 2 frost breakings to get there, sadly. Tar pits. So we have oil, but we can't use oil anytime soon. Successful hunters. There's nothing else over here for us. Bummer. We can go ahead and stop pulling food for a minute, which will give us 20 people to search. Is there a section for 20 that I would like to search? It's dangerous. We can get some coal over here, though. That's pretty good. Deadly if it takes 25. We don't have enough. 25. Food and 10. 21 weeks. 21 weeks of not having enough food coming in. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll have a spike of food problems, more so than we currently have. But as soon as we get this online, we'll be able to get more people to get us food. We can always pause the expedition if it gets really bad. So you can hold off on that. Let's let more time pass. Let more time pass. I would like to make another housing district, but we just can't afford it right now. Cool people. How much time do we have left on this? 69 weeks, nice. We got some time. Time to propose a new law. Basic necessities can increase our heat stamp output, reduce disease, but increase shelter demand. Or tension, rather shelter demand. Or we can do funerals for disease reduction and research. People are not on board with that. Foragers, merchants, and laborers are against it, so we're going to have to really get someone on our side. We can get the merchants. 25 would get us close. That's going to be a tough one for us to pass. And we're nowhere near being able to do guided voting, sadly. Yeah, we need 2/3 majority for this kind of votes. So these guys really want us to go with the free essentials, but I'd much rather go with the paid essentials. Trust isn't that big of a deal right now. $34. Yeah, we can't really convince... I mean, if we could get the laborers on our side, we could get this to pass. And that'll give us more heat stamps, which is what we really need right now. That's really limiting our output. We can't negotiate. We have too many promises. That's right, we're waiting on... We need to do research to unlock them. I don't think we're going to be able to pass it. Let's cancel that proposal. What else do we have? Contamination. Yeah, there's not really anything else we can vote for right now. So we're going to have to hold off on voting. Until we get more research done. Alright, that's fine. That's fine, we can hold off. We'll just hold on to our heat stamps. Focus on getting this frost broken. Alright, once that's frost broken, we can then get the next bit open there, and we'll be good to go. We could expand you. Would like to get insulation researched, but we're a ways out from researching that. Oh, that's not going to happen in time. Uh-oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we actually aren't going to be able to research fast enough. We aren't going to be able to research fast enough. I thought we were able to get this done in time. I didn't triple check how many weeks it took. I didn't compare it. We're not going to stop since we've already started. But that's really hurt our relationship here. Decrease from the mechanic. Yeah, they're not happy with us.
We are calling
Warning.
you, Stuart.
Unjustified visits to
Italy.
infirmaries will be punished. Make way for the severely ill.
Okay, we're not producing anymore because we're still very hungry. Let's go over here and let's build a logistics bay. We have just enough people to get it done. And we can go and get food coming in a minute. So tension is rising because of hunger and disease. Squalor is making it worse. People are unhappy and we need to go get that beacon built urgently. We urgently need to get that beacon built. That'll turn everything around as soon as we build that beacon. And we have food. We need to build the beacon and get the food. So we need to get this going, like, right now. Which means that we're actually going to have to cancel this expedition for a minute here. Because this is now... we now have access there, so we're going to get on that. Is there a research spot or a search spot we can go that only costs 10? There's food over here. We'll go start working on that. Meteorologist says it's going to get super cold. Yes, indeed. Actually, wait a second. We can cancel this expedition, and we can get you guys harvesting both of these with the 10 people that we have. And that'll sort out all of our food. So we're now producing enough food from hunting. So we can get that down. Now it's just materials we have to sort. Disease is coming from it being cold. Dust mine, block, oh jeez. Squalor is making it worse. So once hunger goes down and squalor goes down, and if we can get some more heats, we'll be in good shape. Alright. Get that going shortly. We're not searching anything right now. We gotta get this beacon built. So we have to hold off until we get more heat stamps. New upgrades, my forager's done. I would like to do more research, but we can't do any research until we get more heat stamps. I can ask for heat stamps from you. It's gonna hurt trust. There you go. We need more research here. Insulation's gonna be pretty critical here. Working compensation is what we wanted to do next, right? But we aren't gonna get that done in time, so they're gonna be angry regardless. We can do the worker villages. We can get that researched in time. The dormitories versus the villages. Rather the dormitories. We might just ignore these promises. That's not good. But we might be ignoring these promises, honestly. Ugh. Yikes. Because I need... Getting some of these online is going to be pretty critical for us too here. But we're going to need housing insulation. We're going to need this. Let's see if we can promise that to anyone. See if anyone wants it. Can I make a promise for you? What do you guys want? All do maintenance, powers, ceremonial. Ugh, I don't want to do any of that. Not right now. I mean, the moss filtration I am a fan of. I like this one. But not right now. All do maintenance. Material needs go down. Not going to do any there. What about the forgers? Make a promise with you guys. Moss filtration, harvesters, survival. I mean, I would like the survival headquarters. But we're not going to do any of those either. None of those are feasible at the moment. Alright, we're going to have some massive trust issues. But I think we have to go with heating. It's either that or housing distribution. The problem is we're going to have to vote it into law if that's the case. Versus this is something we can just immediately start working on. Neutral, neutral, skeptical, neutral. We'll have them work on it. Let's get insulation going. Let's get some insulation going. It's too cold. We need to get that sorted. Alright, those 10 are now free. Bid that in a moment. Let's continue that expedition again. We are making 10 heat stamps a week, which is pretty good. We just need a little more heat stamps here. One more, end of the week, we can go ahead and get that beacon online. There we go. Construct the beacon. Hope rises. Where's our trust at? A massive increase in trust. Yeah, we needed that. Yeah, that was definitely needed. We definitely needed that. We're still getting a lot of sick people here, so we're going to want to get a hospital online at some point. Hunger is still diminishing. Disease is notable but stable. Squalor is growing currently, which is not good. We need to get this online. We need to get more goods production. We want to get that rolling. Or more material production. We want to deal with squalor. We want goods production here to keep that topped off. We have 15 new guys that can go walking and wandering around, so we're going to go ahead and turn off this food thing, and we'll go and now have 20 people that can go search the lands. How many people dangerous might have coal? Let's take a look. Coal is something we're going to need, so we'll get them searching on that. We could expand this again to 10, but right now we need to focus on heating. It's going to get cold in a minute here, and we don't have any more coal. We're going to have issues as soon as we hit week 90 here. Give us your tired and your poor. Yes, staff the housings, not funding housing. Staff the housings. Or not the housing, the hospitals. We're going to need to get housing going in a moment here. We're about to be overrun. Be overrun soon. We don't have enough people to do this work. That's not good. Deactivated not enough workforce. Finish this up, please. Finish getting the prefabs here so we can decommission that building. That'd be great, thanks. Okay. We need more heat stamps. Just more heat stamps. So, food, we're going to start having problems again soon, but we're still diminishing at the moment. This is still stable. It's good. Yep, we failed their demands. We're going to be failing these guys' demands as well. So, very grumpy individuals. We didn't get a lot of promises. Didn't really get many promises going there, sadly. If we did paid essentials... Can we get anyone on board here with paid essentials? Now that we have some free promise slots. The merchants we might be able to get on board. What do they want? Another dense housing block? We do need that. We also, actually, unproductive maintenance. Unproductive maintenance I would actually prefer. More efficiency and reduce the demand on goods, which reduces our squalor problem. Which reduces disease, which increases population growth. So that'd be very good. So we can go ahead and promise them that. Alright, let's go ahead and get a vote on that one. Alright, Sadness is on board. I think we got this in the bag. Nice. Close. Very close. But I think, but we got it. Very close, though. Alright, paid essentials, now what are we earning? That earned us an extra 2 income a week. Oh my good gracious, that's huge. It's a plus 2 heat stamps. That's a 20% increase in our income.
The delegates have reached a
Massive.
decision. A new law takes hold.
Massive.
Here, Steward. Steward. Here,
Anyone else I can raise funds from?
Steward.
Steward, Steward,
43
Are you
weeks.
listening?
Steward, Steward.
Nope. We're 24 weeks out before we can raise more funds. So we're not going to be able to raise funds until we hit the next level of cold. Our installation's still working on it. We're 4 weeks out from that. 3 weeks out from it getting colder. We're going to need a lot of money if we want to go and insulate everything. Let's go ahead and let's reduce and increase. Let's try and pull out all the prefabs we can. And then we can decommission this. That'll reduce the amount of heat that we need to generate for everything, so it'll save us a bit. We have 31 weeks until the first round of newcomers, so that's going to be kind of brutal for us. We need to get that sorted. We need to get more housing online. We're going to get like 50 populations. We need probably 3 housing districts sorted out. There we go. Go and decommission this. Put that back to full. We need to start producing food here in a moment. We don't quite have the population for it. We also need to go and research a hospital. we need hospitals. Actually, like, critically we need hospitals. When do we need maintenance done? 35 weeks to research? Okay, we'll do hospitals next, and then we'll do that.
Wrap up well. The frost is here.
Oh boy, it's cold.
Steward, Steward.
We are calling you, Steward.
19 weeks. We're so far out from getting more heat stamps. We need them. Yeah, everyone's in chilly or cold now. Alright, perfect. Horse mineral fill has been finished. Next... maintenance duty. Unproductive do maintenance, or all do maintenance. And worker housings we're not going to do. Society, hospitals. Would love a recovery hospital. We're going to do the recovery hospital. It's 10 weeks to get that researched. We have 34 weeks to go and research the unproductive do maintenance. So we'll get that going. And with it being colder, what do we spend our cash on? Do we expand this for more people to explore the Frostlands? Or do we go and we start doing insulation? I think we need to start doing insulation. We have 43 weeks until we have coal issues. We're going to start doing insulation. So that'll at least bring this one up to, well, it'll bring it up to warm, and then we'll decrease its heat output, and we'll give it to somewhere else so we have less chilly, so we have less sick. Because we're going to lose functionality here if people are in cold and chilly. So if we can at least get them out of cold into chilly, that'll help us a little. We have 20 weeks at the current heat rate that we're doing, so that's good. We're going to get a chunk of prefabs in a minute here. Once this is just, or a chunk of heat stamps in a minute here. We can go ahead and get that insulated as well. We're definitely going to want to do work insulation and advanced insulation as well. Luckily, we're going to get a break at week 150. But that's going to be after we get a big wave of newcomers. So we need to get housing online before then. Troublesome, troublesome, troublesome. Alright, we're dealing with contagion. Yeah, we probably should get a contagion protocol online. That would be smart. We don't have that right now because I didn't want to have housing issues. Alright, next we'll go and make another housing block, I guess. We're not going to expand these housing blocks yet. We're just going to make new ones for the moment. We can go from there. I'll have to go and some braking here. Yeah. We'll have to get hubs going soon, too. Tension's getting a little crazy. We might be able to get some persuasion guided voting here. Could be useful. And then we go and we get guards after that. We have so many sick and injured. We are missing so many people. The workforce is getting very inefficient here.
The council has...
With all the tension that we have right now, is there any chance we can do guided voting? Not even close. Not even close. Alright. Nope. City contagion protocol. We need a contagion protocol. We can do quarantine or we can do badges. More tension isn't that useful right now. Shelter demand is something we can do. We can always flip-flop over. It's already slightly increased because there's no rules. And this is a significant decrease in disease, which is what we need. So let's go and propose this. Let's quarantine those that are sick. Oh no, you have to stay in the warmest zones in the city when you're ill. The most hesitant here are merchants. But we already have a promise with them. The only ones that can do it with is foragers. Thermal airlocks, that is something we do want. I do want to unlock thermal airlocks. We can research that. I'm down for that. Alright, let's go ahead and get that vote. We only need 2 undecideds to vote our way, and we've got this in the bag. Come on. There we go. No, we got plenty. Good. Alright, that's done. So we now need an extra 16 housing, so we're going to have to focus on that next. So get 16 housing sorted, and we'll focus on thermal airlocks next, which is the insulation at workplaces. We do need to research that. Midnight Riverway explored. We found a hunting. Oh my goodness, just a stockpile of food. Massive. We will grab that. And a significant chance of finding what we need. Huge. Okay, good. Next, with these 10 people. So significant, we're just gonna assume that's a yes. Nothing. Feels 20 coal. Oh, we're already on it. Anywhere else we can go that requires only 10 people? Just normal searches. I'm hoping we can find, like, resources. More so than searching for the ability to rebuild the steam core plant. Here we go. Coal. We definitely need to focus on coal searching. Because coal production, we're going to actually have issues with eventually. Until we can get cores online and get access to the unlimited deep coal vein, we're host. We only have so much we can grab. We're gonna need a bit. Shallow iron vein. We still have 14 weeks until our heat setup isn't gonna work anymore. Yeah, so we're gonna go and reduce these, and we're gonna increase these. So still chilly for everyone, but we have more insulation, so that's good. Well, we now have some heat stamps piling up, and we're at severe tension. Okay. We're still going to hope that we can get guided voting out of this. With our 50 heat stamps, we can expand this to get 5 more Frostline team members. Or we can get more insulation. And I think with the incoming heat here, we're just going to have to keep focusing on insulation. Or we hold off for 5 more weeks. And we build another housing block. Well, yeah, we're going to hold off for 5 more weeks to get another housing block in here. Alright, we've hit full tension. We've now got the dripping oil on the side. And all the lines are red. So we're going to go and try and get a vote here for, whatchamacallits, for guided voting. Next. That's what we need. We're 7 weeks out from that. Tension, we'll have that come down in a moment. Hunger, disease, cold, everything is bad. It's bad. Hunger we can sort if we had 5 more workers. So actually, I guess we can only expand this. 5 more workers we can have. 5 more workers we can go and get that, what was it, 70 food? 110 food. We can actually be producing excess food. So that'll solve the food crisis. Once that's done, once we've expanded this. The food crisis will be solved in a moment here. We're almost at week 100. Alright, week 100, here we go. Now we're going to get more anger from not finishing that promise, so we have some serious trust issues. We need to finish. We need to actually get some proper promises here and actually start heating up people's houses, which isn't going to happen, sadly, because making people warmer will make them happier too. So we'll make these livable. Let's try and that brings up trust by making it warmer. Making the living conditions warmer makes them happy. They're fine with it being cold. They just want to sleep, not in in the freezing winter. The herd's been depleted. Okay, but we just brought back food. Nice. Okay, we did just bring back that food. Excellent. That's what we needed to do. Coal, oil. We need coal. Nothing for us right now. All right, let's go into the stockpile off of this then. So we'll just pull in from this herd. We'll start adding to the stockpile. 47 weeks till we have a full stockpile.
Exercise caution.
99 weeks till we have a full
even
stockpile? Okay.
in quarantine.
That's fine. We're bringing all this stuff down.
Does not make you invulnerable to others.
That's getting sorted. Alright. Recovery hospital's been researched. Huge. Next is unproductive do maintenance. That's the one we gotta do. Research that next. And now we need heat stamps to get the hospital online. 100.
Hear us, Steward.
Steward, you hear us?
7 weeks until we can get some more money. We'll end up having riots if we ask for that much money, but then we can get hospitals online and we can start dealing with the sick. So, you know, we win some, lose some. Do what we gotta, right? Do what we gotta. All right, we're almost done with the search here. Yep, we lost 31 people. That's not good. Oh my goodness, 267 people were injured from exploring here. Wild. Okay, that's not good. What did we find? The Royal Navy. Nice. We found a Navy ship with 50k coal. Get it in here. Meanwhile, we found a moderate chance of getting what we need from one of them convoys. Nice. We have 15 explorers left. Now, is that because you guys aren't running at full efficiency? You're still full efficiency. Still full efficiency. Yeah, we got a bunch of injured, though. Not great. We need some more people doing stuffs. We have the bonus food, so let's go ahead and let's turn this one off again. Gives us 20 people. 20 people. Coal access. Planes is just searching. Valley is just searching. Planes is just searching. 18 weeks for that. I'd rather go and find stuff we need. So let's go and it's dangerous here. People will likely get injured. But it's coal until only 12 weeks. So we'll get some more backup coal prepared. But yeah, getting a full stockpile of coal is going to be massive. Then we at least don't have to worry about a coal shortage for 30 weeks. That's good. Newcomers here in 15 weeks, so we have to focus on housing exclusively going forward, it looks like. Can't focus on anything else right now. Foreman. The Foreman? What is this? The Ventures have formed. Progress, merit, and reason. They dislike the heated commons, the family apprenticeship, and the supported quarantines. Yikes, kind of need all those. Extra mercenaries, and they get heat stamp increase. Oh, that's nice. It'd be nice to have them. We've got fervor currently.
Steward.
We can go ahead and promote them to reduce that fervor. Or promote them. Remove that fervor. We have to be in neutral standing to get them to give us money, though.
Steward.
You hear us? Steward?
Recess has ended.
Time for another vote. What can we vote on? We can vote on funerals, and that's about it. Wow, we're actually getting close to being able to do guided voting. If we can get a couple more people to like us, we can do it. If we aimed for harvesting funerals, we go down to despised. People don't like it. Against worldview. This is what they want. Promise, promise. We can only do laborers. How many laborers are sitting out right now? 40 or 20 are currently sitting out. I guess it's 46. Mandatory crowding. Oh, jeez. Condemn the ventures. Do not want to do that. They're already angry. That could be bad. We can do it, though. But that can be bad. Because they can start rioting. We can go ahead and do... research and hold a vote on equal pay. Oh, I do not want to do that, though. This might be... we might have to do an empty promise. I mean, we've got a chance. There's 43 that are hesitant currently. I think we might just do a shot in the dark here. Hope for the best. Currently despised. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta sort that out. Alright, we're just gonna do a shot in the dark. We're gonna hope for the best. We just need half of the team to go for it. Half of the community. We have the 26. Oh, we're off by 2. Okay. That's fine. It's the only law left for us to work on. It would be nice because it would reduce disease and increase the rate at which we get our research done. But we'll work on that later, I guess.
Stewart.
We need to raise funds in 3 weeks. So 3 weeks we can get more stuff done here, which is good because we're 12 weeks out from needing a bunch of housing. Angry merchants are growing radical. Repair relationships, or they go to the ventures. Or suppress their recruitment. Venture goes up and only some join. Or a bunch join. Relationship marginally increases with them. The ventures hate us a bunch right now, so let's try. We're going to attempt to repair. We're going to attempt to repair. How much time do we get for that? 40 weeks? We might be able to do that. We're currently working on the unproductive do maintenance, which will make them happy. And then if we can heat up the place, I mean, well, it's going to get cold in a second here. We can heat up the place, though. Right, we can get everything to livable. We have enough stockpile for the moment. 23 weeks of this. This will increase everyone's happiness. Trust is going up right now because of it. Because everyone's now in livable heat. Let's keep working on that. So now it just comes down to us getting the heat stamps we need.
Stewart.
2 weeks. So, week 10. 110. We have 5 people that are not doing anything in the Frostlands, so we'll get them just hunting in the meantime. We might as well. Let's stockpile some food. We are gonna have to start making our own food soon, though. We can't keep relying on just hunting. We are gonna have to do that. And our coal stockpile is out in 25 weeks. So we'll be in trouble soon there. Unrest in the city? Oh, jeez. Research the heat, actually heat accumulator, dispensers. I'm actually okay with that. I would like to research those. Or repeal the supported quarantine. Yeah, no, I'm fine with researching this. Problem is we have 3 research requirements now. So we need to really speed up research. Research is taking too long. So we really need to try and get the, we need to get people on board with the harvesting funerals. We need it. We need that extra research. Alright, we've got 100 heat stamps here. The hospital requires a couple more workers. Let's knock this down a little. We get a recovery hospital in here. Because with that we can start healing the 517. And then we can get them back to work, so we're not struggling to get things going here. We need to get that built. The next chunk of money here is going to have to go to doing more research. Which, luckily, we can raise some funds from the foragers again. So we can fund the next research project. Which is thermal airlocks. Alright, merchant's trust is going up.
Citizens,
People are dying. It's not good.
Have completed their latest.
Before we do that, then, let's take a look at a housing. We need more people. We need 3 more people. Okay. We'll turn this off for a minute. How long is our stockpile? 4 weeks with that stockpile? It's fine. We just need a couple of people to heal up. I need to expand out here to get that extra heat. We get half a heat bonus. We need to go expand there. With this, we'll have enough people housed, so that'll be solved. So we won't have any more death. Hospital's just cured 60 people. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Bring that back on. 4 weeks is the current stockpile rate. We need to get that sorted. Research. Dispensers. Oh, that's right. This is 100 for us to get. We're going to hold off for a second here. For us to research that. Raise some more funds. We'll get insulation, neutral, and neutral. Rather than menders like us more, honestly. 18 weeks for that research, so we'll get that done just in time. And the heat dispensers is 35 weeks. So we're going to have to jump on that immediately, because it's only 17 weeks for us to finish that. So we're going to have to try and get that done. Elizabeth's Plains have been explored. Elizabeth's Plains. A landmark of a weirdly shaped rock, okay? And a coal mine. Nice. If we can get this hooked up to the system here, we can start mining out of this. I would like us to research skyways if we can. How long until this is, like, a problem? 21 weeks? Oh, we gotta do this, like, now. We have to go and hook this up now, sadly. Oh, scrolled in too far. Always hate when that happens. Let's go ahead and let's connect to the oil rig here. And then we'll do from the oil rig to the beacon next. That way we're not using all of our heat stamps immediately. We can still use for other things in the meantime. And it also means that once we can use oil, we already have the oil rig connected, so we can do that. There's still enough prefabs coming in. We're only making 2 a week, but it's still enough. We're getting by. Housing district's going to be set, but we also have 5 weeks until we get overrun again. So I guess the rest of our heat stamps need to be used frost breaking. Need more people. I need more people to be healthy. We need to do more frost breaking. Alright, tension's down to 0 here. Frost is coming back up. Hospital has been built. People are happy about that. Good. We're starting to turn things around here. We're just going to have a lot of population issues in a minute. We're going to finish exploring in a second here, and then we'll get everyone out again. Food's going to be a massive problem once this hits, too. Delegate session is in. Alright, we want to go and do this first. We're currently despised again. Most of them want this. Laborers are the only ones who can get going for it. Try and convince them. This is a very tough one to get to have happen. Condemn the ventures, equal pay, or mandatory crowding. I think we're going to do mandatory crowding. We haven't researched the one for, what is it, paid housing? It'll increase tension, which is unfortunate, but we'll get more shelter, and that's what we really need right now. I'm going to vote on this. Sadness is on board. People who are unproductive, do a little extra work before they go home. This is going to help keep squalor down.
Law has been approved.
And it'll increase the amount of everything we produce here. So that's good. Alright, excellent. We have too many research things set up. We gotta get research going faster. Yeah, we'll have to get that housing going next.
A new rule enters into force.
Okay. To the Frostlands. What did we explore? Over here. We found another coal complex. Huge. That's good. And then an old igloo. Nothing special. That's big. Okay, that was a really big find. We have 30 available individuals. Let's try and blast through 3 zones of 10. So we're going to go plains, valley, and plains here. Three groups of 10. We're going to do that for now. Just try and get some mass exploring. Oh my goodness, we don't have enough population to work the housing. We have people kicked out of their houses because we don't have enough people working to maintain the houses. Oh my goodness. I need people to stop being sick. Keep healing. This hospital is doing some serious work right now. There we go. Okay, everyone's in. We have some spare housing for a hot second. It's only for a hot second, though. 3/4. We're going to expand this one so that you get the full +1 temp bonus. Get that going. I need to build more recovery hospitals. Yeah, we'll have to work on it. We need more heat stamps and the like. We'll keep expanding. We need to get more housing set up. We got 2 weeks until the newcomers arrive. Our trust is high enough, and we did just borrow money from you, so we're just going to go and start borrowing money from everyone else now. Raise funds. 11 weeks out.
Stewart.
These guys won't do it because they don't like us. The merchants, we can't do that yet. We need to make sure the merchants like us. We need to do one more thing for the merchants before 29 weeks go by. So we can't borrow money from them yet. It's going to get colder in a minute here, and that's going to hurt them. Let's bring down that extra heat. Oh. What? Weird. I guess they were sharing heat? Alright, we'll go back to insulation then. We can go back to insulating. Prepare ourselves for the cold. Make sure we still have some coal coming in. We need more in a minute here. We're only pulling in 9 because we're not meeting enough goods demand. So we need to go and get this back online. We need more people, which we'll have in 0 weeks. We'll have them in a second here. We're going to have more people than we know what to do with. So it's fine. We'll get it sorted, but golly. Okay, we have +10 housing currently. First convoy arrives. +10 housing to -78 housing. Golly. And we had a population growth at the same time. Alright then, well that explains that. We have a warning for trust. Because now we have mass cold, which is going to happen. Actually, we haven't even hit the mass cold yet. We'll wait for us to get to day 1 for mass cold. There we go. Now it's super cold. Installation's being built. Everyone's on chilly right now, actually. So we're not in dire straits yet, as long as they keep up with their coal. So that's good. We're only in chilly, so if we can go and get everyone insulated, that'll solve that problem. But we need to get housing next. Housing is now the thing we have to worry about. We don't have enough houses. Working on trust, we're still in the negatives. That's no good. Research just needs to keep on plodding along. We're not making enough food anymore. We've got, well, it says 63 weeks for the moment, although this one's nearly depleted. It's depleted in just a couple of weeks. Oh, we just had a population boom too. That was such a bad time for the population boom. Well, now we have serious housing issues. We're gonna need to get some dense housing blocks online here. We'll pull that heat back. What we can do... So up the heat here. That's where the merchants live. That'll make them happier, keeping them warm. Get that going. We now have plenty of people, so we can at least get this back online. Hopefully we can start getting some... There we go, back to 12. It's good. The stamp's rolling. We got 5 people free out here. Was there another food space that we could go and grab? Or no, that was all of them. Bummer. Okay, we're gonna stop this for a second. We're gonna connect this. That way we can start getting coal in here. Because I'm worried about having a coal shortage in 10 weeks. So we need to get that built. We gotta build a new coal plant that we can pull stuff from. We can then pull that one apart. Man, I need more heat stamps. We're at 14 a week now, which is pretty good because of the population boom. But the problem is we need to, like, really start expanding here. We're not getting any more hospitals, though we really do need those. We have so many sick and injured. But houses are high priority. We just have to make it until week 50. So we have 25 weeks until it gets warmer, and it'll be easier for us. If everything was insulated, we would be fine. Which would be another, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more installations? Good gracious, that's 350 heat stamps. 350 prefabs. It's not quite going to work for us.
Do not complain about maintenance duty of the unproductive. You only have yourselves to blame.
You only have yourself to blame for your lack of skill and work ethic. Alright, enough heat stamps. Let's go ahead and build ourselves another... Not enough prefabs. Okay. Wait one more week and we'll have enough prefabs. We need housing districts more than we need anything else right now. Council's back in session now, so that's good. Is there anything we can do here? Only funerals. That's the only one we can. No one wants to give me more power. Understandable. Alright, funerals. We're going to try and push for the harvesting funeral. We really need this. We can't vote. Oh, man. We can't get anyone on our side. We've got too many promises out. So we're going to have to wait. We can't run this proposal until we have a higher chance. We're going to lose citizens in the meantime, which is not good. Alright. I need this research done. Gosh dang it. It's taking so long. 3 more weeks. Learn about the cold. I don't need to learn about the cold. We're good. Nothing's in cold. We're only in chilly, so we're fine. It's fine. It's not great. Cold is severe because we don't have enough people housed. Otherwise, it's not fine. Don't produce oil. What are you doing? Produce coal. It's only 200 coal a week. Very little coal. We need to get this one lined up next, then. We're going to cancel your expedition. And we're going to need to use these heat stamps to hook you up. Yeah. We'll have to hook up to this point anyway. So we'll hook this up first, and we'll hook from here to here. And that should get us enough coal. Hopefully. To get by. At least until we get this one set up. We can't focus on that, though, because we need to get housing done. Growing disease. Yep, it's because it's cold. We've got 20 weeks. 19 weeks until we're there. Oh, come on, merchants. Stop radicalizing, please. Plus issues in 38 weeks. Forge has been approved.
The Research Institute.
Alright. What do we promise next? What was next in the list? Next is the... 17 weeks, 24 weeks. The actuated heat dispensers is next. If we can get it done fast enough. 10 weeks? Okay, we can do that. Yeah, I want the actuated ones. It's +2 heat instead of just +1. It doesn't have a squalor negative, but it's still better. It also requires less people. So it's just across the board, significantly better. We might actually use that heat actuator too. Might actually install one, to be honest. With how cold it is. Yeah, we'll get 10 weeks on that, and then we just need, within 14 weeks, get mandatory crowding researched. Try and vote on that. Okay. Let's give it time for a bit. So continue to search. Alright, what do we find? Over here we found a charred workshop, showing us the direction of fuel. This is oil, so we don't really care too much about that. The sea of ice over there is not too important. And a landmark, nothing special. Okay. Get back to food production here. Wait, how do we get up here? Oh, we can only go down this way. All right, well, we connected it for no real reason, but that's fine. Oh my goodness, can I not? Can I not connect from here? In just 2? I need 3 to get down the mountain? Oh, it's just a tiny bit. I need an extra 25 heat stamps just to make it here? So we're off literally by one spot. That's painful. We need to expend an extra 25 heat stamps for really nothing important.
Our scouts.
Holy jeez, it's cold. We don't have enough. That's right. We don't have enough power. All right, we're going to overclock the generator here. Get it up as much as we can. Okay. Probably should have done that earlier to save the stockpile that we had. Would have been useful. Alright, we'll just get this coal plant online and we'll be fine. We'll also go and... Oh, I don't want to decommission this. Because we can use that once we get the other one online. Once we get the deep drill. So we'll hold on to it for now. Might have to decommission it entirely, though. We'll be fine in a moment. We just need to get past this rough patch of cold. Just need 1 more week to pass. There we go. Now got enough heat stamps so I can actually connect this. There we go. So that'll connect that up, then we can go and harvest out of here. I would like to get us onto sky trails going forward. I really don't want us to do any more... Oh, geez, people keep dying, which increases tension and reduces trust. It's not good. We'll have the cold sorted in a moment here, team. Don't you worry. As soon as this is built, or as soon as it gets warmer. Ideally both. We need to get more heat stamps before we can do anything else. And then we'll get on food next. Food will be the next thing we do. And done. Connected. It's online. How much do you make? You make 400. Much better than the last one. Only for 71 weeks, though. Alright. And just like that, everything is now in livable, happy range of temperatures. Plus, we're stockpiling 50 coal. And we're going to keep overclocking and overdriving this bad boy. Because this, with all this heat, it's going to make people a lot happier.
The sanitary situation is dire.
There we go. Just like that.
Wash hands frequently.
Tension's coming down.
Discreetly.
Because this is mostly coming from scarcity of housing. So housing's the next thing we need to do. We need to focus on. We found an abandoned staging area showing us the direction to materials, and we found another place with a moderate chance of acquiring stuffs. So that's good. We should also do the investigate this site. So we can actually start trying to investigate these, see what we can find here. Moderate chance requires prefabs. We can't really afford prefabs right now. May cause injuries, prefabs. What about the other ones? What about you? May cause some fatalities. I'm not a fan of that. It's a significant chance of finding what we want. I actually want to not find what we want. I mean, ideally we find what we want, but if we don't find it, then we find like food or other things. Let's go and resume this search spot. Got food there. Nothing else we can send people to work on. We could stockpile oil, but I don't see a reason. Okay. Hold off for a minute. Alright, we need housing. Housing's our focus now. Actually, food and housing need to be our focus. But housing will get the cold down, which is what we need. The housing's what we need right now. We can make 2 housing districts. But I'd like to frostbreak this. So we can have it in proximity to the generator. And that way, it'll get an extra +1 heat from the generator. So we're gonna do that. We get housing soon. Yeah, disease is, it's severe and growing. We're gonna have cataclysmic disease soon at this rate. Well, tension's back up. There's a disease. We just need more housing. Just need more housing. More people are dying. Alright, the Venture's demands are met. They're happy about that with the research. Good. Next is housing distribution. Be mandatory routing, which will sort out some of the issues we're dealing with. We can get that in effect. Now it's just heat stamps I need. No one we can borrow heat stamps from. We might be in a lot of trouble here, everyone. We might be in a lot of trouble here. We've got 31 weeks till the next round of arrivals. Disease is absolutely rampant right now. Population is increasing. Radicalization is going to be happening any second now. It won't tell me how many weeks. 12 weeks, I think. No, laborers is 11 weeks. 2 weeks until radicalization occurs. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. Guess we can make them... Oh, wow! One warm here warms all. Interesting. Okay. That's pretty big. We can do that. We can't fund their projects. It costs way too much. We never have heat stamps free for that. Goods demands are down. We could be getting 16 if we made more goods. It's not something we can focus on.
Territory has been charted.
Ooh, what do we find? We found a significant location. So we found 2 significants already. Wow, alright, so we're actually in great shape. 2 significants and 2 moderates have been found. That's amazing. These 15 individuals here, we'll have them just keep on searching, I guess. Go search this one for coal, please. We could use more coal. Coal is a problem. We need more coal. Alright. It's about to get warmer here, so we should be able to turn people's opinions around in a moment, but radicalization is going to happen regardless. We should be able to get our trust sword within 23 weeks here, as it's going to be warm for... Holy moly, it's going to be warm for like 90 weeks. We have 90 weeks of warmth. That's crazy. Yep. Some people have gone and radicalized, which is unfortunate. Boiling tension. It's not good. With tension at boiling, can we do some rules? No, stupid people are still hesitant. They don't like us. Still no chance. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. All right, we are now at cataclysmic. Yeah, we're at catastrophic. This is not good. A lot of disease. Again, predominantly is coming from cold, right? Greatly increased from shelter scarcity, increased from by sick newcomers, which we're working on them. We need more hospitals if we want to fight that. We have some new heat stamps here. Let's get some housing up. We need 4, really? Do this. One more round of heat stamps, and we can get another housing district online. There it is. Oh, we haven't frostbroke this yet? Wait, what? We have. Not enough tiles to finish district. Oh, I have to frostbreak more over here then. Okay. Alright, we'll frostbreak those 4. We'll wait a week. It's too small of a space because you have to have 6 tiles. Right, mandatory crowding is almost researched, and that'll be the last promise we currently have active. And then we have 73 weeks to deal with tension. The trust we have to deal with first. We only have like 20 weeks left on it. Yeah, 21 weeks. We're still boiling over, and we will do until it heats up a bit, and then we can bring that temp down, and we'll be fine. We are stockpiling coal a bit with the current setup. Everywhere is warm, so we'll be able to keep that once we bring this down. Once we get a little more heat here. There we go. It's warmer now. It's now boiling warm everywhere. So we're going to no longer overdrive this bad boy. We're going to bring these down. Doesn't do enough, really. That one does everyone to warm. I see, because they're sharing heat next to each other. Okay, well, it saves us having one here. That's okay. And I would like to still keep the merchants in a warm space, so we don't get too grumpy too fast here. This is researched in 1 week. We've got that. Lost 258 people right as we finished building a housing district for them to live in. Nice. Alright, let's get that going. Alright, labor demands were met. They're happy about that.
Researchers have developed a new...
It is time for us to vote for mandatory shared housing. Man, it's not good. They want this. The merchants are against it. Worker dormitory, build another dense housing. You got it. We're on it. Love to. Alright, so that's an easy vote. We promised the merchants to go ahead and make some more mandatory, make some more housing blocks.
Hear ye, hear ye. The eyes have it.
There we go. So with that, we massively reduced the amount that we need to house. We have increased tension though, which is unfortunate. Oh, we can't all fit in this tiny shelter. We're gonna have to for
A
now.
law has passed in the council.
At least for a minute.
Heed.
And we need to keep getting more prefabs here. We're starting to struggle with prefabs. We have enough research, or enough we can do research here. So we can research whatever we want for once. Wow! We can go for treatments, and we should do experimental, or... we can go with conservative. Probably conservative is what we want, honestly. Sawmills is something we need to go pick up. We're having a material crisis. We're not making enough materials right now. An advanced installation would be really nice to get too. Improved heat dispensers. What's this? Oh, it just upgrades them. Yeah, so they just produce more heat. Wow, crazy. Okay. Require steam cores though, so we can't really do anything with those. Wait, does the do the basic ones require? No, they don't. Okay, that's what I thought. Sawmills would be really good for us to do. Hothouses we're going to need at some point for food. Logistics base would be actually scouting headquarters would be really nice for us to grab. Famine prevention. Oh, okay. That'd be nice. Watchtowers youth treatment. We could go ahead and we can get liberated youth. We can increase trust, which would be nice. Just a quick law to pass for that. It doesn't give us more workers and doesn't reduce crime. That's not that big. That's not that big of a deal. Let's get this going. We need to get some trust going here. So we'll get that law passed, and then we need to start looking at getting some like trust hubs online. We only got 16 weeks. Actually, it's gonna be one or the other, I guess. We'll get this done and hope for the best. Trust net minus 21. I don't know if we're gonna get this done in time. We have enough time with heat here. Okay, tension crisis is at least averted. Tension going down should help. We need to keep heating up everyone else. So let's get some more insulation in here as we get more housing.
Stupid.
The menders are protesting. Weather-adjusted shifts is what they want. Convince them to stop protesting. We can try and do... Man, I do not want to do this. We're going to try and convince them to stop. We're going to hopefully get them to neutral. I don't know if that's going to happen. Or to sympathize. Oh, they're actually just flat out protesting right now. We have to meet the demands. We have to repeal unproductive do maintenance. Oh no, conservative treatment? Sold. Solid. Done. I'm in. We can do that. We're just gonna have to not have this housing block for a bit. So hopefully people don't freeze too fast here. It's unfortunate this is our big housing block too. This holds the most people. So that's not helpful at all. We'll go and expand others in the meantime then. Let's see. I'm not gonna be able to get the housing in here at the moment. 180, so many heat stamps, it's crazy. Instead we can just insulate. So let's take a look at the heat layers here. Let's go and let's insulate this one. Let's see if having the heat spread out from insulation around here helps a bit more. People are starving to death? What? I didn't think it was that bad. I was wrong. Okay, that's not good. Food districts, we need more prefabs. Well, we're in prefab problems. Heat stamps or prefabs. Oh, we'll start working on prefabs here. It's gonna reduce our heat stamps. People are dying like crazy. Now you tell me we have a food crisis. After that, good gracious. All right, we're gonna have to go and dismantle this. I need the heat stamps and the prefabs. We gotta dismantle it. It's gotta get done. We gotta do it. If we don't, we're host. Everyone's so pissed.
Hear us, Stuart.
Let the nightmare end. We'll celebrate their future. Oh no, actually we need to increase the trust. Increase trust, please. Marginally. Honor incoming. I think we've got I think this might be another failed run. I need to sit down and really think about our strategy here. We end up having a big trust problem. There's definitely a way to do this. I seem to be missing it. Alright, so Liberated Youth should help out with that too. With trust. And then now, we promised we would do treatments, conservative treatment, which is the one I want. The other one's nice because it's faster, but this one's good. We can now vote on Liberated Youth. Oh, that's why it didn't come into effect yet. Duh. But, of course. Who are we waiting on here? Laborers is still a big portion. Equal pay, condemn them, worker villages. I don't really want to do any of those. Foragers are hesitant. How many foragers? Only 11 that are hesitant currently. We can reconstruct the mine. We can research the survivalist headquarters, which is actually something we do need to do. Looks like the laborers are what we're going to need to do, because we need to get this passed, because this is going to help with a lot of trust. Trust rises. We need this to keep ourselves in working order here. Equal pay sucks. We can condemn the ventures, I guess. We're gonna have more riots if we do that. We can condemn them. Otherwise, we research the worker villages. Worker villages, we can afford doing worker villages. We can do worker villages. So we only have 30 that are, or I guess 26 that are hesitant. So go ahead and we'll vote as such. Try and get our trust back up here. Right, come on, we just need a few. Oh, okay, thank goodness.
Hear ye, hear ye. The delegates have spoken.
All right, trust
the
up.
law takes effect.
Liberty Youth slightly increased. We're now only -12. I don't think we're going to get this done in 7 weeks, to be honest. Trust falls due to ongoing protests. That'll be solved in a moment. People are starving to death. We now can make a food district. We can start making food. We really held out on making the food for a long time. And we're going to have more people show up in 10 weeks? Okay, yeah, I think we're hosed. I think this run is done, everyone. I don't think we can do it. We got another group coming in 8 weeks here. Maybe we need to do a run of this without all 3 trials, and then circle back around, and as we like learn the ins and outs of each, we can then go from there. Yeah, we've got to vote for trust in a second here, so I think we're getting ousted. We need to eat, Captain. I'm trying.
Hear us.
We're working on it. All right, the Menders take over dense housing. That's unfortunate. Just wait 2 weeks, and then you can stop this protest. Although it doesn't matter. We've got we've been kicked out of office. Roman, we've been kicked out. All right. Bummer. We failed twice during this stream. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. They have come for you. Your guards looked the other way. You have fallen. Man, our most successful one was 300 weeks. So the last 2 runs today were abysmal. We only got about halfway as we did on our best one so far. So yeah, it's tough. The laborers and the merchants are tough for me. +1 random. It feels if we did the forgers and the mechanics, I think we could do it, because we'd have less trust issues. But I really want to do it with these guys. The problem is these guys want, what is it these guys specifically want? Let's go load back in. Let me look at them real quick. Let's see if there's like a better way, because the main issue is trust. Tension is never a real big issue.
Hear us, Stuart.
I'm pretty good at dealing with tension. Trust is the main issue. So let's make a plan. Let us make a plan.
Stuart.
These guys care exclusively about equality, which I don't put a lot of stock in equality. These guys have merit, which I'm big on for merit. And yet we did equality more than merit, funnily enough, huh? Interesting. The forgers are adaptation over progress. Yeah, I almost do no progress ever. And then we did tradition over reason.
Hear us, Stuart.
These guys are tradition. I see. Okay. So what we want to do, I guess, is we want more merit. So then we get these guys over here, because the problem is we have these guys that don't like us. We have like our guys protesting against us, like the guys that should be on our side because we're doing predominantly like tradition and adaptation, right? But they hate us. And I think a lot of it had to do with me constantly borrowing money. So we might not be able to ask for cash as much as I'm used to. Because since we don't have the biggest issue we're running into here is, there's the new heat system with the new update, but the big issue I'm running into is the fact that we don't have heating cores, right? We don't have heat cores. And so those heat cores are the ones that are really kicking me. Because if we had a heat core, we could just get the generator, and then this one here is a generator upgrade. Because then we can produce more heat, right? They're a good law they're good for law building in both. The opposite of the zeitgeists, so balance is key, you believe? Yeah, I think you're right. I need to balance out a little bit more, and I also need to not like rush as hard as I have been. I need to promise less things too, I think. I need to promise less things too, because there's stuff that we've been buying that aren't useful because we didn't use the heating hubs at all, which I think is a mistake. I think that was a big mistake. We don't need to research the heat dispatchers, but we should have done the heat hubs, right? Because one heat hub, once it's been with the lining, right here is almost the same as putting 2 heat in here, right? Or I guess it needs 3. So maybe instead of building in a big circle to start with, we start by whoop, thought I could do a box. Instead, we build over here first, and we just kind of fill in this whole zone. And we do that instead, and we leave space for 3 hubs in hub spaces. So essentially what we do is we put like a hub here, and then like, because these hubs, I think these heat hubs can stack. So essentially we go 1, 2, 3, heat hub, 1, 2, 3, like 4. And even if we pick up Squalor from being over here, it's not that big of a deal. Squalor isn't that bad, right? If we get on top of production a little bit more. So I think while I like putting it over here because of the proximity bonus, the thing is we actually get proximity bonus off of anything that's getting heat. Because of the heat update, it doesn't have to be against the generator at the start. So I think what we're going to do next time is we're going to build out in this block. And actually might build out up in this block. So we actually include the... food as well. Because food, I don't think, produces Squalor if it's adjacent to anyone. I think we do that. As your calculations show, it's probably impossible to survive apocalyptic whiteout without cores. So you have to rush scouts always. Yeah. No, I think we do the same thing we did, rushing scouts. We're actually in a really good place. The apocalyptic whiteout is in 222 weeks. And we're currently at the point right now where we have found a moderate chance, a significant chance, and a significant chance. So between 2 significants and 2 moderates, the likelihood is that we actually have all 3 core factory parts that we need. Statistically speaking, we're maybe 1 more moderate off from actually hitting that marker. But with the good RNG, if the 2 significants succeed and the moderates, we get 1 out of those 2, that's the 3 we need. So I think we just don't change what we did for searching. And with searching, we actually went with significantly less than what we did the last few runs. Where last runs, we actually got things to speed up and have more guys. We didn't do anything except expand this to have 20 on each. That's all we did. The main issue that we're running into is heat. We have a heat problem. Because with low heat, with not enough heat, we have people get sick and then we can't have them work. And it also reduces their trust.
Hear us.
Trust is, it would be nice if you could hover over them and it showed you specifically why they're unhappy, right? If you hovered over them. But if we had them warmer, if we could provide that heat, we can do special organize. No, not this one.
Are you listening?
Heat homes. Allocate maximum heat to the district where the community has key presence and promise for 10 weeks, which I assume helps. And the requirement is everything has to be at livable or warmer conditions for us to actually do that. And the problem is, if we don't have livable or warmer conditions, or I guess we're already at livable or warmer conditions already. Did I just misread that?
Do you hear us, Stuart?
Okay, so we have to have them at below. So if we... allocate heat so...
Stuart.
and then we bring 1 heat down.
Hear us, Stuart.
Wait a minute. How does this
Are you
work?
listening?
Stuart.
All your key districts. What are key districts? You need more scouts to sustain the city, because resources inside are very limited for 50k. It's true. Yeah. Once we get the Once we get the cores online, we can then start settling. But yeah, we didn't find any settlements during this one. But do you know what we need to do to be able to get heat homes? How this works? Key districts are where the factions live. Ah, that would make sense. Promising to increase the heat to their district doesn't matter if it's already warm. Right? That makes sense. Okay, so if I make it cold, now I can do that. Allocate maximum heat to the district where the community has key presence and promise to maintain for 10 days. Doing so gives heat venture homes. Heat for 10 weeks. So if we do this, how much, like, this helps with trust, right? Because if so, during chilly times, I guess we can do this to try and placate those that are unhappy. It helps a bit. Okay. I still think it's possible. I entirely believe it's possible to do the Beacon of Hope, the Apocalyptic Whiteout, and the Depleted Cores all in one run. But I am playing this blind. I haven't done a playthrough with any of those yet. The Apocalyptic Whiteout, I'm not worried about that one at all. But that's just like the normal game, but harder. The Depleted Cores and the Beacon of Hope are the ones that I'm trying to figure out. The toughest part with the Beacon of Hope is we can't let people die. We can't let more than 4,000 people die until we've acquired everyone and had all of the sick healed. Then it's fine. But we can't have more than 4,000 people die. That's really tough. That's what I'm struggling with a lot. It's possible to do all three on Captain and have no one dying. I believe in you. Well, I don't know if we're going to do it with no one dying. Because definitely people die at the start with the housing issue. That's for sure. But I just need to do it once we start bringing in people on like week 77. Once we get the beacon online. From like week 77 to like week 350, I think, is when we need to have no one die. Feral children? True. Probably get feral children done sooner. The other thing is that we definitely need food additives first. So food additives and goods first is like pretty critical. But maybe we shoot for, in the early game, we go for the heat surplus in heat auction. And then later we can swap it over to heat commons later. We've had a lot of opportunities to do votes, right? Or just sit there when there wasn't enough stuff for us to vote on anything. So we can always flip-flop back later when we're no longer able to get to warm districts. I am very curious. Can we just do a quick test here? I want to do a quick test here. How much do warm homes give? How much do warm homes give? We care. Yeah, what's more important? That one. Right. Let's just do this really quick. I want to see how much from heat auctions warm homes give, because that can help out a lot. Because the biggest issue we're struggling with is not having the money.
The law takes effect.
Okay. It's 1 per. So if we heat this up, yeah, it's 1 per week. Get out of the way here. So yeah, 1 per week from warm. Heat pipe plus heat auction is very strong. Ooh, yeah, very true. Especially early on. Yeah, if we did those two at the very start, and then do like these later, then do goods. If we did, if we focus on heat stamp production sooner, I think we'll be in better shape. So yeah, if we did heat pipe for living districts, so heat pipe watch, heat auctions, heat essentials, and durable goods. If we just rush for those 4, we should be able to dramatically increase the amount of heat stamps we can produce. And with that, yeah, heat auction is actually best because it's 1 per district, not a percentage that we're dealing with off of population. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Heat pipe watch and heat auctions is definitely the way to go. if we can get more heat stamps, I can borrow less heat stamps, which will reduce the happiness, or will reduce the amount of reduction of happiness. It'll keep them happier longer. And then we shouldn't run into trust issues as soon. But then also for heating, I think we're gonna go and try and do a. We're gonna build out this way instead of around the. We can expand around here later, but I think right now this block, and this block here should have instead gone in here. Because what we could have done is built in here. There's squalor if we get this close. And no proximity heat bonus. And that's because this isn't warm. If this is warm, it then gets the proximity heat bonus. So warm is what gives that proximity bonus. Okay. So what that means is we could always have. Okay, yeah, we're gonna make a heat hub and kind of build out here. And even with squalor being a problem, it shouldn't be that bad. Or at the very least, we huddle up here. Better borrow heat stamps, but expand your city to make more people happier and city more sustainable. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it needs to be. Eventually, there's a tech that lets you build next to industry, and it provides less heat, and it'll provide heat bonuses. Oh, you're right. There is a tech for that. It's what is it? It's a type redispersal thing. It's like heat rerouting or something. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's got to be in the heating section, right? That'd be crazy if it wasn't. Housing installation. Squalor containment plus heat reroute. Yeah, squalor containment is pretty good. Although it doesn't tell me what that hub building costs. How much does it cost to build the buildings? Does anyone know? Building air corridors. By industry is mostly isolated here. Yeah, the map makes it pretty isolated, but that's fine. We can build in and around it because with the way that we're gonna end up building here, eventually we'll get through all the material, and this whole section here will probably just be industrial. This will be our industrial sector. But we're at least building one here to start with. Also, we probably should try and get these prefabs sooner. Because then we can just focus on goods at all times here. And not have to go to a goods factory as soon, I think. Does reroute count as another bonus? Or give proximity heat? I think it's a separate bonus. We can't check on it, but I think it's a separate bonus. But yeah, I think heating hubs is definitely something we're gonna have to play with. Because if we had a heating hub here, and then, like if the heating hub was right here, and then these two districts over here were over here to get the bonus off of that. That could give us potentially 4 heating. Or temperature bonus that we don't have to worry about coming off of the generator. For the price of 2. 4 for the price of 2. That's 2 free. The issue is if your district gets 9 proximity bonus, 2 1/4, heating hubs don't affect it anymore? Really? Heating hubs are huge in the next update. They don't stack anymore though. Oh, so you can't do a heating hub here and a heating hub here to have this guy get super warm. Only one of them counts, right? So it's similar to how it is with like the sickness and whatnot, or the material hubs. That makes sense. Okay. The other option we always have is we could go down the the actuated heat dispenser as well. It's super expensive. 180 heat stamps is bonkers. But if we jammed one of these in one of these like enclosed housing zones, right? Just put one right there. It's a +2. It's +2 heat level. So that should keep them warm for everyone else. Okay, yeah. I feel as though we can do this. And it really just comes down to reorganizing the way the city is to better take advantage of the bonus of proximity. Just like in Frostpunk 1? Ah, yeah. Such a good game. It's crazy how different Frostpunk 1 and 2 are, even though they're, you know, similar-ish. But yeah, is there anything else I want to change in my style or planning? We'll need to go and focus on researching hubs, too. So some of the research that we went for was not that helpful. Maintenance duty is good, increases efficiency, but housing block and housing distribution needs to be a higher priority so that we can actually get more housed, right? A 20% housing and mandatory crowding is nuts. And then, yeah, I think we're only going for factories and we kind of ignore everything else here. And in heating here, definitely these. But this dispatching wasn't important for us to go for. And the workplace insulation really isn't that important. Housing insulation is more important. We should get housing insulation and advanced housing insulation, and then we can go to workplace insulation afterwards. And advanced workplace insulation. Those are just... We really shouldn't have focused on that, because we didn't have the funding to actually implement the insulation. Like, it just didn't make sense. We're going to stick to insulation on the housing. That's more important. That keeps people happy. So if we didn't research these two, which this is, you know, so if we didn't research those two, that's 100. Heat stamps we'd have back. So we could have put one in the scout headquarters to search faster, and we could have put in treatment to keep disease down, or youth. Getting trust. How's it going, Cersei? How are you doing today? Hello, hello. One heat dispenser every other district will help a lot during the storm. You don't need them in every district, just core districts and outliers. Yeah. And hubs we'll eventually get to. I think just the communication hub is the most important one right now, just to deal with trust. So I think I need to go and get the communication hub around week 100, 120, probably, somewhere around there. Just so that we can get one. We just need one. Just one in here to help. To keep trust up a little bit more. We'll do that. You're doing well. How about you? I'm doing well. This is our second fail of the night. We've lost twice, but we're learning, right? It's also been 6 days since we played last, so to be expected the first run was going to fail, but we failed a lot faster than I was expecting. That's the one that got me. I wasn't expecting it to be so fast. So we're kind of planning out for the next run right now. So yeah, so the main thing is we're going to change a couple of things that we're voting for. We're going to change the distribution of the housing districts. And we need to attempt to vote for things to get us heat stamps earlier, faster. Faster, earlier, faster. So we need to go and focus on that, because heat stamps were our biggest bottleneck across the board. And asking these guys for money hurt us a lot with trust. If we didn't ask for money, the merchants would still probably be neutral.
Stewart.
Or at least skeptical, if not opposing. Same with these guys would be opposing and not hostile. These guys would probably still be opposing, to be honest. And these guys would be opposed. So we'd be one, like, relationship up on all of them. Which might be just enough for us to, with a communication tower in here, and with the liberated youth, with those two, we might just have enough to not have a trust issue and get kicked out for lack of trust. Again, tension, I'm never worried about tension. Tension we normally are able to quell and control and sort out. That's not a big deal. Trust is the thing that gets me. I struggle with trust. Tension's not too tough. Yeah. That's it. That is that. Back up to the main menu, because this was a failed run. A failed run. Bum bum bum. But we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here today. We're gonna end it here. We didn't take a break at all. We just blasted straight through it. Completely forgot to take a break. That's okay. We'll do that next time. We'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna jump straight into a brand new run. We're going to implement these new plans. Yeah, but you just got here. I'm sorry, Cersei. Sorry, Cersei. I gotta go. It's the end of the stream. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. It's 1 a.m. I gotta get some sleep. But we will be back tomorrow. We'll be playing more Frostpunk 2. We will try yet again with new plans. So be sure to swing on by. Drop a follow if you want to go and get a notification when we end up going live here, because we start 4 hours ago. We start at midnight Eastern Standard Time when we start. But yeah, that's that. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi, everyone. I appreciate you all being here. It's a whole lot more fun with chat hanging out, both voting yay or nay on things, as well as being the proper peanut gallery that you are whenever I make silly mistakes and weird decisions. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a good morning, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I will see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.